NFL Week 2 game trade. Bills, Dolphins, Thursday Night Football, live betting. Let's see what we can do. We had an awesome Week 1. Hit some plus 300s, plus 400s, live props. Had the nice right directional angle, leaning into Chiefs early on, getting a nice discount there when they went down early to the Ravens. But that was in the past. Now let's get on to Bills Dolphins. So I'm just bringing up the game now. You have any kind of pregame angles or thoughts on this one?
Well, in general, I'm on the Bills. I think both teams' defenses are pretty weak right now. The hell was that? It looks like false start. Picked off. Bills interception, just as it was tipped. It was a receiver was not looking for the ball. So,
Ed is in the chat. What's up, Ed?
Ed, what's up? I pregame bet the Bills. I have some props out. I think both of these teams are going to have some success on offense over the course of the game. So if we get a total dip or some kind of lower props, I'm definitely going to look to over it.
So I'm bringing up everything right now, but so was it a bad interception?
It was a bad route. It looks like by maybe Jonnu Smith. Let me see who it was.
All right, so Bills are out to -2.5, -146, 49.5.
Yeah, because they got the ball at the 30-yard line. For 35.
Dolphins 30?
Yep, it was from the pick.
Oh.
There's Kincaid. Is that Knox? I can't tell anymore.
I'll take a Kincaid touchdown. I mean, he's on my my traditional fantasy teams, but
yeah.
Again, we did such a good job last week, especially at halftime, of isolating, again, good opportunities to take advantage of mispricings in live props, seeing players that are potentially getting opportunities and are getting extreme discounts in the live markets.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do again.
I concur. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, this is a game that I honestly feel like I lean Bills, but either team that gets down, whether it's by 7 to 14, I think you could potentially swing trade this game. So take the team down with good value and then swing it the other way until you get both sides in good position. Until about halfway through the third quarter.
Okay, so I got the game up, got the book up. Okay. 2nd and 2, 3rd and 2.
It's probably 2 down territory, I would guess, with Josh. All right, where are we going to make some money?
All right, so do you have any? So you said you are just leaning Bills pregame, or you took Bills pregame?
Oh no, I bet them +3.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That was a terrible play call. I don't know what Josh was watching there.
4th down, nice stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna kick a field.
Mailman's in the house. What's up, mailman?
Ooh.
All right, so going for it on 4th down.
Well, when you lose 3 yards, it kind of changes things. I don't know why.
So Bills is still -2.5.
I don't know.
All right, remember now we only made small bets on them.
Yeah.
But we did the drive-by-drive bets.
Yeah.
I think we lost like pretty much all of them.
Oh, I see.
Like the player to get the next catch on the next drive, stuff like this.
Yeah.
But I want to look into some of those again. Those are fun. So on that, since I missed it, on that Dolphins first drive.
Yeah.
Just You saw the whole thing. Can you explain to me?
Yeah, I mean, they got Waddle with a 3-yard pass. Octane had a 6-yard run, fullback dive, got a first down, and then a really weird pass play that the receiver seemed like he shouldn't have been on the field. I don't even know who it was still. Maybe I can find out real quick. Was it plays? Oh, here we go. I'll find out right now.
Okay, so 6 plays, 9 yards. I mean, they didn't really do much.
Okay, so it was to Barrios. So he's throwing to Barrios. But I don't know. He was very disconnected from the play. Didn't even look for the ball. Kind of hit him like in the shoulder because he's like trying to turn to catch it, but he was late. It's just an awkward timing play.
So
they got it.
They got it. It's Cook.
Nice.
Touchdown.
Good play call. Yeah.
Okay, so Dolphins out to 4.5 now. What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't think we need to rush in this type game because if there's another turnover or 3 and out, I mean that's going to balloon to 6, and you might get over 7 if Bills score again. That's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna be interested.
That's a lot of things happening though.
Yeah, but again, it's the second drive of the game. Why rush? If they tie it, they tie it. I don't know.
I mean, 4.5. I feel like are the Bills just going to blow the Dolphins out?
No, hold on. Well, if you want to bet the 4.5, why don't you bet something else that has a little better value for the Dolphins? Like, Waddle's already got a catch. You could bet his receptions over. Octane looks like he's healthy. Maybe some overs because they were pretty suppressed, I think, pregame. So if you think the Dolphins are going to go down and score, why not tail into one of their props with one of their big...
I mean, obviously, like there's a difference between taking the 4.5 and thinking that the Dolphins are just going to go right down and score.
Yeah, but I'm saying you have more. I think you have more leeway, kind of betting into props based on game narrative versus, spreads and backdoor covers and all that BS. Because, like, for me, I don't want this to go to OT and it's a 6-point swing one way or the other. That's kind of my bottom line.
Yeah, but I mean that's still like a edge case.
Yeah, but in this type game,
and also, there's going to be plenty of time to. I mean, this is a 6-point swing. What did this close 1.5? Do you know?
It was almost 2.5, 3, which didn't make any sense.
It went in the direction of the cheat. I mean, it went in the direction of the Dolphins.
Yeah, it was plus. I think it was +3 at some books pregame.
What?
For the Bills? Yeah, makes no sense. I watched both these games tape this past week, and I mean, I think the Bills are still the better team. At least right now, the Dolphins have some issues. Bills have some defensive issues, but Josh Allen is Josh Allen.
I thought the pressure was going in the Bills' direction.
I was shocked when I saw the line open at 3. I thought it was a little confusing. Again, based on the Dolphins' O-line and the injuries on defense and the backfield.
Let's see here what we got.
Seemed kind of. Oh, see, this still feels suppressed too. Josh Allen over under 244.5 yards passing. I mean, he just picked up what? Let's see, 50 yards. How much did he have? 17 yards rather. Oh yeah, because it's a short field.
This is not telling me what it closed either. All right. Anybody in the chat know what this game closed at? The Bills and Dolphins. Zach is saying it was close to 3. I don't believe
it was 2.5. I mean, I think it was 2.5, 3. Even Sharp Clark was saying.
I mean, that's a wild swing.
The Sharps are on the Dolphins. I think because of Octane coming in healthy. The assumption was, he's healthy, therefore, Dolphins have the edge, which I mean, he's good, but again, Miami's going to score. Bills' defense is really not good.
Yeah. 52.5 is the total as well. Dolphins 4.5, man, that just.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's going to be a volatile scoring game, so I don't hate it. Especially over 3, I think that's pretty sweet. So if you like it, don't let me stop you.
Yeah, I'm going to take Dolphins plus 4.5.
I'm just saying I'm going to wait. I want to see if I can get a little better greedy number. I even put just for my confidence sake, since people think I'm not blowing smoke, I even
Hey, Ed
put,
thinks it was 2.5 juiced to 3. So
yeah, that sounds right.
all right.
I also had
Maybe
Bills.
you know what you're talking about.
I had Bills 59% prediction on the prediction game. Miami's 55%.
Wait, what'd you have it at?
59%.
Okay.
And Miami's 55% in the market in the prediction game. So I went heavy on the Bills side. Oof. Just like a bad play.
Okay. So first live bet is Dolphins -4 or +4.5.
I dig it.
That feels good.
Yeah. Oh, especially strictly from a numbers game.
You're talking about then essentially a 7-point swing
Yeah.
on a turnover on a short field to give the ball. I mean, again, the Bills capitalized, but then it was a 4th down as well. That's sweet. That's a sweet spot.
And
I mean,
and they
win,
they
but
had the play pretty well covered. Obviously, the back slipped out of the backfield, but I mean, they had a good chance of stopping that. So
here's Waddle. All right, midfield.
let's see.
Okay, so we got 2nd and 6, close to midfield, 8 minutes left. Bills -3.5, -170 on the money line, 52.5 the total. Here's
Nice play by Tyreek.
And another first down. Now line down to 2.5. Probably still attractive.
Yeah, especially if you're on the Dolphins. I mean, you're getting, what, 5 points of value? Again, for all the touts who love closing line value, if you were on the Dolphins, why wouldn't you take them 5.5, 6 points better? Well, here's your chance.
Yeah, I mean, you got 90% of the game left, and it's wild.
Which I'm surprised there's not more live line value touts, because CLV has had such a...
Because that's not how they think about it. Because I understand when, again, traditional bettors who are pre-game bettors, that's their forte.
Yep.
They don't, they think about the live markets not in the same way that you and I view them. I understand their angle when they criticize you about this live line value concept, because they're essentially saying, well, the game has changed and therefore it's repricing based on the things that have already happened in the game. So it's not live line value. The game is different. But the whole point is even when you're betting pre-game, you're betting on the expectation that there's going to be volatility in game. When a volatile moment happens in game, that's all according to plan. That's what's happened. You didn't expect no, you did expect the volatility to happen. Now there's the edge case if the game just goes perfectly in your direction right off the bat, right from the beginning, and it's just all smooth sailing. But that is an edge case. That's not going to happen very often. So the expectation is pre-game. If you ask a pre-game bettor, do you expect volatility in this game? Oh yes, that's likely going to happen. Okay, well, volatility does happen. Well, no, now the game's changed. Now I have to reevaluate. So it's, but again, I understand their criticism.
Yeah, but to your point, hey, if you handicap this game and you were on Miami, what's changed after that first drive, right? It was a fluky, bad timing route with the third string wide receiver. So, but that's why I'm saying is, if you're a CLV tout, I don't understand why you don't also.
Because first of all, if you're a CLV tout, it almost literally is implied that you're a traditional old school pre-game bettor. That is like, or you're just, again, even you're a newer bettor, but you just accept like all of the most basic betting platitudes, and you just accept that as fact. And you don't even think about it for any more than like the superficial value that it's worth.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
All right, so 2nd and 10, just eclipsed the 6-minute mark. Dolphins driving inside the red zone. Line still 2.5. Total 52.5. It's going to be 3rd and short. See, I don't have enough information yet to feel confident about any of these like next drive bets or anything like that either. And also because again, like even that Bills drive that we saw was very short, went to 4th down.
I mean, this has been a pretty good drive by Miami as far as showing you what they want to do and having success with it. So,
ooh,
there's a Waddle touchdown. Ooh, yeah. Get in there, Waddle, baby.
Waddle to the 1.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. We're in sync today.
Yeah. Finally.
There's a lot of people who criticize Amazon Prime and stuff because all the games aren't on the same platform and things like that. But Amazon Prime is the fastest. They have the least latency in their streams.
Well, when you're the biggest company in the world, I would hope you'd be the best.
Yeah, but they don't have to offer the best if they don't want.
True. Knee just down.
Punch it in.
Now we're going to get an Octane touchdown.
That's what I want. Ooh.
No, that ball's out. That's Bill's ball.
Well, and there's a flag.
What was the flag? That would have been catastrophic. That would have been actually great.
Yeah, that.
Get that fumble.
Great. I mean, it would have been a live betting opportunity, yes. Like, you would have to take the Dolphins at this point.
Oh, yeah. It would have been great. Well, because if you look at that drive, what just happened, right? I mean, Waddle...
That was a nice, high-graded quality drive.
Waddle, Hill, and Octane got everything they wanted with ease. And that's exactly, if you watched last week's game with Arizona and the Bills, Arizona, very similar. Connor, especially out of the backfield, got whatever he wanted for 3/4 of the game. Well, I love a little.
So 1st and goal.
See, what I want is a stall here and a field goal.
No.
And then a Bills
touchdown. You just want to flirt with disaster.
No. And then a Bills touchdown, and then I want to bet the Dolphins. I'm just telling you what I want.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Doesn't mean I'm going to get it, but...
I mean, Dolphins are +1.5, +100 right now.
Yeah, I mean...
54.5 is the total. I still like Dolphins. I mean, again, it's just because even if what you said materializes, you can still take more Dolphins. It's not like you're capped at the amount of Dolphins that you can take. And I'm not levered up on the Dolphins right now. Yeah. I have a healthy budget that I can still allocate.
Yep. Here's an Octane dump off pass coming.
Touchdown.
Terrible defense again by the Bills.
Dolphins 4.5.
We're gonna have a lot of points in this game, buddy.
Well, it's 54.5.
Yeah, probably go over that if I had to guess at this point.
Well, I don't want to guess. I want a high conviction view.
Well, now we've lost value on the over. What was the close? Was it 49?
I'm not sure.
I mean, 54, you're looking at what? 30, 27?
I'm surprised. Dolphins still +1.5 right now. Juiced, but...
Yeah, I got even money on both sides.
All right, yeah, now down to -1.5. All right, let's do. I guess. Do I want to make a degen bet on the drives because haven't even won one yet? Bills second drive to catch a pass.
Kincaid's been heavily targeted.
Kincaid 2 catches on this next drive +600.
Yeah,
2 catches is a lot.
Yeah. If they get a couple,
you like 2 catches?
If they get a couple first downs, yeah, I think they'll keep keen on them.
I have a $10 bonus bet. I'm gonna do my $10 bonus bet on it. All right, $10 on Kincaid, 2 catches +600 on this next drive. They're gonna go 3 and out. But at least get 2 catches on the 3 and out. Each for 1 and 3 yards.
Here, I'm gonna do a little Kincaid over his prop total. I've lost some value.
What's it at?
It's 56.5.
Ooh, damn. Let's build an in-game SGP. Let's have some fun. But see, it sucks because I lost context because, you know, I was running around. I just flew back from like Vegas. I slept till 5 p.m. today. Then I went to go work out, and my trainer like kicked my ass. I threw up my eggs, and now I'm here.
Welcome to live betting. Sounds like a good day. Vegas to New York to work out to betting. It's a good day's work.
Yeah. So I'm like tired. I'm fatigued, empty stomach.
That's a great time to go all in.
Yep. But so nonetheless, all of which is to say is I don't have like proper context coming into this game like I did last week. So like, I don't know what Tua's open and Josh Allen's open and all that stuff was.
For which ones?
For anything.
Well, Allen was
Tua's at 56 yards. He's at 56 yards and his props at 281. That's rich.
Yeah, I think he was like 270 prop. Josh was at like 245 pregame. He was pretty low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kincaid's got 17 at 57.5. I was watching some of the tape last week and they were showing like just, you know, Kincaid didn't get as much attention last week as many thought.
Yeah.
But it was because he was getting like double and triple teamed like over and over again.
Yeah.
All right, let's go Kincaid. So you took his 57.5?
No, actually I didn't. I backed off. It's a little too high for.
Got cold feet.
Let's see if it dips. See if I'm. All right, I did just bet. I got over Waddle 72.5. So that is a booked bet.
Okay, I'll add that. Okay. You said over 72 and half?
Yep, 72.5, yeah. One
boring.
One big pass play.
Damn. That's Shakira? Yeah.
Shakira.
All right, third down.
Shakira,
Dump off pass to Kincaid, please. 2 yards.
Or just first down. Keep the drive going. Short passes gives you 12 opportunities to get to.
That's what I'm saying. 2 yards.
Yeah.
2 yards. Get the first down.
For sure.
By the slimmest of margins.
The slimmest of margins. Come on, Joshy boy.
Waddle up to 74.5. Didn't even do anything.
I pushed the price up.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude. They got a listener.
Oh, Jesus, Josh. What are you doing?
Uh-oh. Kincaid.
Nope, punt.
All right. Well, my first $10 down the drain on.
Well, no Starbucks.
Well, that was a free bet. Too.
Well, so. You've lost your free Starbucks.
Yeah. All right. So what's the spread now?
It's a good question.
Still Dolphins minus 1.5. 54.5 the total. First of all, if we think there's going to be points, okay, rather than taking the total, I'd rather bet touchdowns.
Yeah, touchdowns, or again, if you think there's going to be points, you could bet props. Do some over. I mean, the props are still pretty suppressed. I didn't understand why all these props seem so low this week. I mean, the only one that seemed high this week was Tyreek Hill.
Actually, so Josh Allen rushing, he still got 0. Let's see if that has come down.
That's a good observation. I think it was at 20 something.
34.5. No, 34.5. So it must have been at like 50.
No, they've just pumped the price.
Must have been 44. I'm gonna say it was 44.
No, it wasn't that high. I think it was.
Kincaid not even on the field on that play. Wonderful.
Great.
All right, so Josh Allen over under 34.5 rush yards. Cooks at 49.5. Achan's at 68. Do we want to do like something like, oh, Jeff Wilson's at 22.5. That's very low.
Pretty good. Because, I mean, he's going to spell, like you saw the last game, it wasn't until the third, fourth quarter, and Wilson's already gotten a carry. I think you're going to see Wilson later in the game spell Achane. So they're not going to run him in the ground. I think he'll get 12 carries.
So like Jeff Wilson, 50. I already influenced you. But how many yards do you think Jeff Wilson will have?
50. I would say over 35-ish is a good barometer.
One of our followers,
Jesus
not
Christ,
sure
Kincaid.
But yeah, something
like
buttocks.
Incontentia buttocks. I like that. That's a cool name.
But yeah, Kincaid possibly for a concussion. Jesus. Well, that's definitely pro Dolphins.
Well, actually, real quick, what's Knox's?
True.
Now's the time to get Knox then.
9.5.
Oh, yeah, bet that over. I don't have that on my book.
Let's see if there's alts. Dawson Knox 25 yards plus 350.
Oh, I love that. Lead all into Knox. Just keep bumping into it. That's one or two.
Now it went down to minus 250. What the fuck? Seriously, as I said it.
They know because the people have the information.
No, but dude, look I have it on the screen. Literally as I say it.
Well, what is there no alts? Is there a better
That
price?
was the alts.
So it went from plus 300 to minus 250?
Yeah.
Like in a second?
As I said it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I have Knox as down right now. They don't even have him up on my book. They know.
Knox 40. Damn. Fuck.
What is it?
Dude, literally as you were
saying,
saying,
the number.
Go all in on it.
I've tried. They know. They see the same things we do. They're like, shit, they're gonna pump up this Knox price. Hey, Cypher Cheekart.
Good intel though by Buttocks.
Yeah,
Buttocks, you're a little bit too
you.
slow though. You had to say that faster.
Hit us up real fast as soon as you see anything. We almost would have slammed that.
So yeah, he was at 9.5. Now he's to 22.5, and his alt on 25 just plummeted.
Well, at even, he's 22.5.
He's 22.5 now for even.
Yeah, I like that. Hit that.
But it was just 9.5.
Yeah, but that's one more catch. Kincaid's out. I mean, Knox is going to get a couple looks. I mean, I think he's going to get 4 or 5 targets the rest of the game. So you're looking at, potentially 2-3 catches at least. I mean,
Knox is now to 23.5. It's just going up.
Yeah. Now there's one tight end. There's no competition for those targets.
Oh my God, 29.5. What the fuck?
I keep telling you to buy it, and then the market is listening to me. I would go as high as 35, but at an even threshold. Oh, pick.
Oh my God,
terrible throw. Again, every time he throws it to not Tyreek, not Waddle, and not Achane, bad things happen. I don't know why. I don't know who needs to know this. You have 3 of the most explosive players in the NFL. Stop keying downfield on other guys. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Why is it that hard? I mean, it's a terrible route. He slips. He does. What are you doing? Why? That's not Waddle. That's not Tyreek. What the?
That was terrible.
Who is it? Chosen? You're chosen to get benched. Get off my field.
Old school Robbie Anderson.
Oh, dear God, help yourselves. What are you doing? See, now, you know how we talk about bettors getting cute? coaches get cute too. This is why I love Bill Belichick, is he never gets cute. If you watched his games the last 20 years, the Patriots never, ever, ever got cute for no reason. Mm-hmm. But these clever coaches sometimes, these Kyle Shanahan kind of lineage rather, like there's occasionally they're like, let me get cute when I don't have to. It's like your zone run is working. You don't need to get cute. And again, it's really not Kyle Shanahan. It's more, other coaches, but I just don't.
All right, so tell me, let's go back to our discussion since we lost the Knox. We lost the Knox trade. It's over.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up, Buttocks, though. That was
a good call.
Jeff Wilson, how many yards rushing is he going to get?
I mean, I think he got like close to 35 versus Jags. I think the Bills' rush defense is going to be worse materially, and we've seen it already. So it's really just a matter of how many totes he's going to get over Octane as the game progresses.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you can't tell me like, well, all these things need to happen.
Yeah,
I'm saying, how many yards? How many yards is he getting?
I'm giving the audience context. It's my name. I mean, I would say at least 35. So if the number is under that,
weak.
I'd go up to. I would consider up to 50 as like a long shot. Depends the odds.
Well, how much should 50 be?
Probably plus 450 or something.
And how much should 40 be?
I would say plus. I would like plus 300 to consider it.
Okay, so 40 is 350. 50 is 600.
Oh yeah. I mean, 50 is going to be tough for him to get over unless he breaks one. Like it's just he's not going to get enough carries. He'll get 7 yards, 3 yards, 8 yards, right? If he can get up to 10 carries, might get close to it. But I don't know if he's going to get 10 carries. You got to put him at like 7 carries. So 7 times 5 yards if he has a good day is 35.
Hey, welcome, Andrew. Welcome to the chat. Of course,
hey, Andrew.
You're OG.
Andrew Waters. Follow him. He's got good alpha because he watches alphabets.
That's right. Like, but Achan's rush yards is like super high, like not attractive.
No. Well, it's ballooned. He's had some good runs.
Well, I mean, I just don't know what the split is going to be. So Achan 100 is 550. He's got 27.
So, all right. So let's caveat this. Someone made a great point on Twitter, and I agree with it. Achan, Akamuka, whatever we want to call him, he is likely going to explode or he's going to re-aggravate his injury and it's going to be done. So like the alt overs to the top, I say lean into it. Like if you think he's going to play the full game, lean into the alt overs. There's no point in speculating injury. If you think he's injury prone, then just bet the unders right now. It's either or. There's really, I don't see a middle ground. Either he gets re-injured or he's hitting the alt overs. That's the way I see it. So
100, 550?
Yeah. I mean, that's him breaking one 60-yard run, which is very possible at this point.
Yeah.
And his Bills D is getting gashed left and right.
Yeah. All right, let's do Achan. Achan 100 yards plus 550. Let's do that.
I like it.
And I think I want to do Wilson 40.
Oh, Kincaid's numbers are up. What's happened? Anybody have alpha on Kincaid? I got 52.5 his total.
So he's back. See, that's why you don't chase those knocks. Like once the price moved meaningfully, like
it's a good lesson.
All right, so Wilson 40.
Yeah. What's the number?
340. It's 340. It came down.
I mean, it's good that it came down. I would prefer in that under 35 range at good value. That's what I would prefer. So again, this is the thing. Hold on. There's no need to rush on Jeff Wilson. He's not going to get a shit ton of carries in the first half. So
okay.
Like take your time. But if we see that dip to like that 25, 22, 19 type, then that's a hammer over. Shakir, baby.
First down.
The number one weapon in the offense. A lot of people are thinking that in the fantasy community. And again, this is a good time to kind of lean into a guy like Shakir if you're interested in that, because the Bills are figuring out who their alpha is as we speak. So if you have
All right, so Shakir's at 50.
that's pretty good. I mean, he can definitely go over 50. It's 4 catches. He's going to probably go over.
So what about 80?
80 is interesting. What's the price? 300 plus. I plus 450.
320. 320.
It's a tight one. Woo!
I want to get Josh Allen rush yards.
Tua's pass yards is dipped too to 261. That's interesting.
Nah.
Oh, Dawson Knox back down to 9.5. Ooh. That's why you need that confirmation.
Yep, Kincaid back up at 49.5.
But let's see. I mean, I think you got Knox and let's see, 80. He's going to Kincaid.
Ooh. So who's that? Oh, that's Curtis Samuel. Okay.
No,
okay.
Wrong receiver to throw down.
More information though. Yeah, so Knox back to 25 yards plus 390, 40 yards plus 1,000. Yeah.
No, I'm going to do 40. It's too high. Unless Kincaid's out. Maybe 30. 30 is palatable.
Mm-hmm.
I was touting off-market tight ends week 1, and I think 3 of my 4 went over their base total around the 25-30 mark. That's generally around your 3-4 catch. Oof, that was bad.
Ooh, that was ugly. See, remember, like, the thing is, like, was there something wrong with Allen, his wrist? Like,
not that I mean, that would be news to me. I haven't heard anything.
Well, he was definitely banged up.
Andrew thinks they throw to Kincaid all game now that he's healthy. We were worried he was out with a little bit of a headache from a hit.
Yeah, so he's at 49.5. Waddle's down to 71. Tyreek is at 80.
Tyreek's dropping. Maybe we let it drop a little more. If you go into half with Tyreek only like 2 catches.
I mean, again, it's just because he's just like so explosive. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, you could just get it all in.
Yeah, like
2 passes.
Yep, correct. Dolphins plus 1.5, minus 115.
What's the? Let's see. We got drive props here. Offensive touchdown plus 195. Yuck.
Oof, that's pretty bad number.
Yeah. Field goal attempt plus 410. Achane hurt? No, Achane's not hurt. No. He's in.
He should be. He's been looking really good actually. Like the best running back, maybe in the division. Don't tell Breece Hall. I said.
All right, Dolphins players to catch a pass. 4th drive. Let's try this again.
Okay, Dolphins. Waddle. I think waddle me up, baby. Because remember, we just saw Robbie Anderson. Terrible mistake. They're gonna go back to their bread and butter. I would do Waddle, Tyreek.
What about Waddle 2 catches plus 500?
Yeah. I think it's viable. I think I'm gonna try to run the ball more, but.
All right, I'm gonna do Waddle 1 catch at plus 100, and Waddle 2 catches plus 500.
I dig it.
All right, let's win a drive bet. Come on, man. 1 drive bet. Waddle, baby. It's fun though. It's fun.
Hey, we're here to have fun. If you're betting and not having fun, you're doing it wrong, right? Khalil Shakir is down to 45.5. That's pretty. Seems low. I like under the 50.
He's at 47.5 on FanDuel.
What is his? Where is he at? Rushing, receiving.
Shakir alts. So 80 yards, still plus 360. I want Josh Allen because I think there's something like Josh Allen, like there's a throwing related ailment.
Oh no, that's right. There was something. He had a hobbled something this week. I think it might have been his wrist on his non-throwing hand. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
So how many rushing yards do you think Josh Allen's going to get?
I think he's going to break one at some point. So I would say over 24.
Jesus, man, that's like so conservative.
Yeah, I mean,
he's at 35.
Oof, that's a lot.
So you don't think he's going to rush very much then?
Might get 3 rushes. He's gonna have to break one for like 20 yards. That's the trick.
All right, I guess I'll be patient on them.
Because remember, you got to look at the structure of this game too. Bills don't have scary wide receivers anymore, so
exactly. That's why I thought he's gonna be
but the Dolphins are gonna key on Allen running it more than they would otherwise.
True.
Because who's gonna beat them down the field? With Ramsey? I mean, who's gonna get past Ramsey?
All right, I got one rush, and that is
that Wilson?
No, it's not Wilson.
Is that right?
That is, yeah, some other schmuck.
Jalen Wright, baby, Tennessee. Yeah, I would avoid the Wilson actually now. It looks like Wright might have a role in this game, so they might split the carries between Wilson and Wright. I think it's not really worth speculating.
Right.
I mean, again, obviously it can hit, but if they're going to sprinkle Wright in, because Wright's the better back. He's, obviously a rookie, but
yeah, like right. That's a nice run. 10 yards. Stealing from Achane.
Yeah.
Flag.
But this is why Wilson.
Well, what's Wright? I didn't even see him on here.
Yeah, he's not. He hasn't been. I haven't seen numbers on him.
Do we do unders on Jeff? Jeff Wilson's like off the board now.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely do lean unders there. But they also, if Achane gets hurt, they're gonna run both of them. So,
well, you don't want to make a bet on that.
Yeah.
Tyreek down to 78, Waddle 69, Kincaid 48.
Yeah, let it dip. I think we're gonna get some Waddle action here. They're gonna have to throw it.
Let it dip. So yeah, Knox is down to 7.5 again, though. I mean, they're not gonna.
So one pass. Knox won't get one catch this game. I don't know how they're using him. Oh, we're gonna get a first down. Close to it. Keep the drive going. Throw it to Waddle next. Get your one catch, and then we move the chains. Then we get another one. That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, Wilson at 15.5. Yeah, I think that's just his base prop. But I mean, if I was gonna bet him, I would bet his alts. So I'm not interested at the 15.5. I guess unless you wanted to try to do under.
Wilson. Yeah, I mean, in a game script that's going to be high scoring, I'd prefer to not try to guess which. No
penalty. Fuck.
No.
That was a fucked up drive.
It was weird. Well, that holding call killed it. But again, everything we're seeing.
0 for 2 now on my drive.
The good thing is though, everything we're seeing from the Dolphins offense, besides
that was another bad pass. But yeah, go on.
But they have such explosive players. It's what I put in our note about the Jags Dolphins game. Is it's going to look clunky at times. The Dolphins, they're obviously out of rhythm, but they're so explosive. It's not going to matter as the game progresses. They're going to find a connection with Hill, Waddle, Achane. So you even saw Wright. He's the fourth string running back. It rips off a 14-yard rush. Yeah, there's a little holding, but NFL, there's always holding.
Yeah, you can pretty much call him whenever. Kincaid up to 50 now. I mean, he's melting up.
No, it's a little too overzealous. I rather do some Shakira. In fact,
well, he's at 49.5.
Oh, I'm at 45.5 still.
He's at 50 now. So he's melting up too. If you got 45.5, I would take that.
All right. You convinced me.
What, that's on Bet Online?
Yep. Let's see. It's running. Let's see if they approve it. Yep. All right. We got Shakira. Hips don't lie at 45.5 over. Boom.
All right, Shakir over 45.5.
Well, so and real quick for context,
Bet Online.
I think this makes more sense. I'd rather take Shakir at a slight premium than try to guess on Dawson Knox maybe being involved in the passing game when they're trying to feature Kincaid. You know what I'm saying? Like the number is easier to get across with Knox, but let me go with a guy that has 2 receptions. Josh has some trust in this particular game so far.
Josh Allen throwing down to 238.
That's good. Let's see if we get one more drive stall and then Miami drives down, that could dip to 210 maybe.
Because this is the other thing, is like Miami is not going to have like long drawn out drives. It's like they're either going to go like 3 and out, or it's going to be like an explosive play.
Yep.
Like,
true. Yep.
Anybody in the chat got any trade ideas?
What's the
We're
total?
open ears.
We should probably do a Tyreek Hill arrest bet.
Touchdown scores are off.
Oh, this is pretty good. See, so rather than bet the Dolphins, you can bet them team total of 24.5 right now. You think that's worth it or no?
24.5.
I mean, it's right on the, I mean, we're going to see some explosive plays. They're going to get up to 20. So you're right in the wheelhouse.
That's just pretty low. 24.5. The total's at 52.5.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So the team totals have the total game at 51. So it's a 1.5 under the game total.
Dolphins total points 24.5. That's a key threshold. 24.
Yeah. If we get it under 24.
Yeah. 23.5. I'll take.
Well, the good thing is when Bills drive, it's probably going to be a little clunkier and a little slower. So that could melt the clock and we could get a Dolphins team total dip. So rather than bet the Dolphins, I think that's what I'm going to try to do is get their team total over.
I like it. Josh Allen rushing still at 35.5.
Yeah, that is one big Josh Allen run away, but.
Woo! Shakir.
Did we just cross the threshold?
No, it wasn't that much.
No, it was a flag. Boo.
But on Dolphins, no?
Oh, good. Good. Oh, but that was a 20-yard pass, so we're
37 then?
I don't know. I don't have a...
He had 17.
Personal foul. Oh, good.
Okay,
after the play
your
and the yards. I like it, baby. All right, I'm going to have to pull up a thing so I can see the stats.
Oh, yeah. Helmet to helmet.
Well, looks like we're looking good on that bet.
Shakir to 38.
Shakir to 38. What does that mean?
He's got 38 yards.
Oh, yeah. So we're one catch away. 45, so 7 yards. 8 yards to get over. I like it.
Yep.
Have 3 quarters to get 1 catch, baby. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, we got a lot of time left in this game. A lot.
Because like you said, you made a great observation. These teams, I mean, Dolphins, when they have the ball, it's fast. It's either go, we score, or it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to have like a lot of possessions in this game.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of overs to lean into. Oh, this is interesting. Dolphins team total first half, 13.5. I feel like they go over that. They're going to have at least 2 possessions. This one and then another one. Do they get a touchdown on one of these 2 possessions? Even money, it's not really valuable, but a lot of value.
Yeah, I don't love it.
A little bit of gambling there. Oh, Dolphins total's dropping. We're down to plus 100 over 24.5. I like it. Dip,
I don't want
baby.
anything to do with 24.5.
Dip, baby, dip.
All right, Josh Allen rushing down to 32.5. If we can get it down into that 28, 26, I'll take it.
Kincaid's dipping. Waddle's dipped. We're down to 64.5. I mean, we know the Dolphins.
You got better prices. I got 66.
Dolphins are going to have some explosive plays. Shakir's at 64.5. So Waddle and Shakir at the same.
What's Tyreek Hill catches? I think they're going to force the ball.
I don't have receptions up on my book, but I think it was 7 to start the game.
Yeah, and he's basically still at like 6.5, 6.
All start. All right, we're going to get another Bills settle for field goal probably.
Yeah, so Waddle's at 65.5 on FanDuel. Tyreek's at 73.5. Another Shakir catch. Man, a lot of targeting Shakir.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the last week's game, Shakir had some nice plays, very trustworthy on key downs. And so when you saw those first 2 catches in the first quarter by Shakir and no one else being targeted except Kincaid, and then Kincaid went out, I mean, just lean into what the offense has given us.
Yeah. Achane down to 54.5. He's got
Rushing?
27.
Rushing?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, again, I don't know if there's any injury lingering, anything. All right, run, Josh. It's time for you to run.
No, don't run. Ooh.
Ooh.
Down to the 1. Man, a lot of like big 3rd down, 4th down conversions for Bills. Man, that's a nice pass.
Dolphins plus 9.5 first half. What do you think?
No.
I love it, baby.
Touchdown.
Easy peasy.
What's Dolphins live now?
It's gonna pump.
6.5.
Ooh.
Plus 280 money line.
Ooh, is this the swing trade? You know what? I'm gonna do it if I can get it up. Where is it?
What?
You have plus
Dolphins?
280? I have plus
Yeah.
220.
All right. So I'm gonna do bit. Fuck. They just took it off.
Yeah.
Back.
220? What the hell? This is
All
BS.
right, I'm gonna do
the 6.5.
I'll do 50. So I'm gonna do Dolphins plus 280.
No, 280 is great. I was actually gonna bet it when you said it, but mine's 220, so I can't do that.
Yeah. All right.
So I take 6.5 instead. We got over our 6 threshold. See, patience, baby. That's what we do.
Okay. So Dolphins 4.5, Dolphins 6.5, and then Dolphins plus 280. That's what we got.
I see the wife's texting me. Make sure she's good with the kiddos.
All right, Dolphins, don't let us down. Dolphins down to 265. They see that bet come in, and they're like, well, we got to move this.
Is that deep value better? Drop the price. I do love sometimes when you bet into like
Down to 235.
Oh, you know what markets I was moving on Bookmaker once earlier this year? I was betting heavily into the VP market for the Republican nomination. and different candidates based on certain news factors.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I bet, all the numbers would move like 5 points or ridiculous numbers.
Either you're just that sharp or that market's that illiquid.
Exactly. It's definitely that it's illiquid, but I just thought it was funny watching the market move.
Yeah.
Dolphins down to plus 180. We're down to 5.5, baby. Boom. That's actually like a sweet middle opportunity now. That's 6.5.
That is pretty sweet. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get a water.
I dig it.
Entertain our audience.
Hey guys, welcome back to Alpha Bets. If you're in the Discord, we did a few rewinds of a few games. We got who we got. Actually, I'll pull it up because I have a computer and I could just tell you some quick takeaways, rundowns, in case you haven't had a chance to rewatch some of these games. Haven't had a chance to watch all the games. Not sure I'll get to all of them this week. But for instance, let me start at the top here. Yeah, Patriots at Bengals was one I keyed on. What was interesting about that game is, the Pats' offensive line really did well in the run game. Terrible in the pass block game, though. So something to key on that I'll be looking for is, obviously teams that can get pressure. Brissett was able to escape the pocket a little bit, but obviously he's not fast, and that's not going to be sustainable. Patriots are so obvious with their game script, they just want to run the ball and protect the ball. That's just what they're going to do. So nothing really to take away from there. Their defense did a pretty good job on Chase with Gonzalez hampering him. And then the Bengals didn't really have many weapons outside of that except Gesicki. Gesicki looked pretty good. If you're looking for some kind of fantasy alt while Higgins is out, I would consider a Gesicki look. He was probably their second best weapon outside of Chase. And they threw him a nice touchdown ball that got stripped. It should have been a catch. It was a legit 20-yard touchdown that just happened to get stripped out as he fell to the ground. So that's really it for that game. Nothing too much to pull away. What do we got? Is the game
those
back?
NFL rewinds are very helpful, especially early in the season.
Yeah. I'd like to do all the games, but I'm not gonna have time to do all of them, so gotta pick and choose. But there's a couple games that what happened. I don't need to watch Steelers, Falcons.
Are the ones where there's very strong narratives coming out of them to confirm whether there's any merit to those narratives or not.
For sure.
The one thing that I'm very curious about is for the Patriots, again, it's early season. Oh, here's
Octane. Here he goes.
Nice. Little 15 yards.
Easy peasy. Giant hole. Based on this, when we got 4, 5, 6, 7, we got 7 in the box.
Achane out to 71 now. Man, yeah, that 55 was attractive.
Well, like I said, you took the 100, right?
I took the 100. Yeah, I got
yeah.
The 100
if he's gonna play, he's going over it, no problem. It's only if he's hurt.
Let's go Dolphins, baby.
Waddle time, baby. Show me a waddle. They're gonna run it again. They're scared of Tua picks.
There you go. All right, take another 6 yards.
Yeah.
He's to 50 now. He's already at 50.
He made this cut last week, and he set it up. This dude he's a top 5 running back in the NFL if he's healthy. He's as legit as they come. So,
damn, Tua's got 2 picks already.
Honestly, I think Octane. I'll call my shot now. He's better than Bijan Robinson. As a back, he's a better running back.
Yeah, I agree.
And he can catch just as well.
Here we go again.
Look how he followed that block. Timed it.
He's got great vision. And he's
perfectly.
Ridiculously fast.
Super. Yeah. I call him. He's the Tyreek of running backs. Tyreek is. You think he's just fast, but he's actually a pretty darn good receiver too. He's super fast, but he's actually a really darn good running back.
Yeah.
So,
Kincaid down to 42.5.
I don't know. Again, I'm kind of all in on Shakira. I'm a Shakira guy.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to diversify a little bit. No.
Who's he gonna throw it to? Coleman? Oof. 4th and 1.
Got
too cute. See what happens?
Well, Shakir's at 42. Shakir 80 is 225.
Yeah, that's interesting. But then again, I mean, Bills are going to get a little more conservative, and
well, if they're going to get more conservative, then we should look at some James Cook.
Cook it up, baby. Dolphins struggled last week against the run versus Bigsby.
Okay, here we go. Josh Allen rush yards. Oh, it was at 21, and then as soon as I say that, it goes to 25.
Oh, Tua's an idiot.
What are you doing? Man, the Tua haters are going to be loud at halftime.
Well, this is why we bet the Bills +3 pregame.
Andrew likes Chiefs alt spreads this weekend.
Yep, I'm big on the Chiefs. I think the Bengals. I think it's all Bengals narrative driving this price. The assumption is, oh, it's the Bengals. They play well against the Chiefs. Oh, they always stub their toe on the first week. They also stubbed their toe on the second week too, guys. Let's not forget that. So I think they're 2-8 in week 1 and 2 over the last few years. So Chiefs had. I mean, we all know Chiefs had the rest advantage, and there's literally organizational turmoil going in this game. It makes I don't know. There's literally no reason to back the Bengals. It's either Chiefs or off, and if you're getting less than a touchdown on the Chiefs, I don't know. This team's better than they were last year. So,
well, what I would say on that is, again, it's obviously a pairs trade in the sense of, yeah, the Bengals perhaps looked not as good, but also there's the Patriots angle are the Patriots not as terrible as everyone thought? Maybe they're just they're bad. They don't have great talent.
Yeah.
But they're frisky enough to hang around if you're not going to execute on all cylinders.
Well, the issue fundamentally was they were getting pushed around running the ball on defense. So that's why the Patriots ran at ease through their arm tackles and their shitty discipline. On offense, Burrow was completely off rhythm until about the third quarter, halfway through the third quarter. Then he found some rhythm, had some success, but they also lack weapons. Chase, if he's keyed on, it's really it was Gesicki. That was their best weapon. So again, if they don't have Higgins, they lost Tyler Boyd, they lost Joe Mixon. I mean, Chase Brown and Zach Moss, they're okay, but they're not as good as Joe Mixon at his peak. So I don't know. This team's just not as good as they were.
Hey, what about this?
Yeah.
So if you think the Bills are going to get more conservative, not leaning into necessarily James Cook, but this Ray Davis, I guess, is their backup. He's got 17 yards, 40 yards is 250.
That's too low. Plus 250 for over 40? I don't even know how many carries
he's at 17. He's at 17.
Yeah, but he may only get 3 more carries.
But if they're going to be more conservative, he's going to get more than 3.
No, not necessarily. They might run just Cook. Cook is still the main guy. That's super speculative. Again, I rather you go back to Octane and lean into some catches out of the backfield or something. At least that's he's lower on his catches right now, so you're probably getting a better price, but he's going to be keyed in the offense.
Achane rushing, receiving. They're hideous.
Oh, here we go. Big run by Cook. Touchdown.
Damn.
Woo-hoo! Well, the over is definitely looking better now because guess who's going to be trying to score fast?
Yeah, but now the Bills are going to be more prepared for it.
Are you scared of taking more Dolphins? We're getting a nice setup here. It's still early. Dolphins get the ball, and they start the second half with the ball, I believe. Do they?
Well,
Shit.
do you believe?
Wait, no. Bills started with the ball. Yeah. So Dolphins get the ball now, and they get the beginning of the second half. I'm going to take some more Dolphins. I have a bet. I'll hedge my bet, so to speak. We got Dolphins plus 12.5. I don't love it, but I'll do it. I'd rather do money line. I want to see if I can swing trade it.
600?
Is it? No. Mine says plus 300 right now. You have 600?
What? All right, I'm going to do Dolphins 600.
All right, I'm going to swing trade this. I'm going to do
Dolphins plus 600.
All right, I'm not getting 600, unfortunately. Oh, you fuckers just dropping the price. God damn it, I can't get a bet in. You fuckers! I'm not gonna.
Are you
take
seriously?
It.
Yours couldn't have been plus 300. That's
no.
ridiculous.
It's plus 500 now. It dipped to plus 450. So then I'm just gonna do plus 12.5. Then again, fuck it.
Bills start with the ball in second half. Sam says.
Oh, did they? I thought.
Oh,
Yeah, they
threw a pick right away.
What the? I cannot get a fucking bet in. Are you goddamn fucking kidding me? God, I hate.
You just want to take your information.
Well, now it's plus 10. I dropped through the 11 down to 10. Like with
so should I take the Dolphins plus 12.5 too? I'm just gonna go
sure.
All the money we made.
I literally couldn't get it. So
it's still 12.5 on FanDuel.
Yeah, well, it's 10 for me. So now I'm gonna hold off. Fuck them. I don't want to pay them.
All right, I'm gonna do 12.5.
Because I want the. I want the 12.5.
Fuck.
I wanted. Well, no, but you got through the 11, dude. That's a great number. Like for this type of offense that you're playing. And again, there's 2.5. There's 2 quarters with 3 minutes left. Like so much time.
Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't actually abandon rushing Achane since that was working.
Well, yeah. I mean, eventually they'll run out of time, but this is going to be looking good for our Jalen Waddle overs though, because they're going to have to start throwing it.
Well, let's look more into this. Again, I think Ray Davis is gonna. If this game starts to get ugly, it's gonna be Ray Davis. It's not gonna be Cook. No. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. You know what sucks? Remember last year this happened to us? I'm starting to think Shakir is going to finish with 4 receptions, 42 yards.
Here's Waddle for 0.
Well, that doesn't help us.
Dude, every time I say Ray Davis, his price moves.
They have an AI tracking your words.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let me ask you this. Shakira is at 42 yards. We need over 45.5. Does he get it now? Because the Bills are way up front.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll hold.
Yeah, it's still the second quarter. They're not just going to...
Here comes Achane.
Nice. First down.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Hold on.
Achane, Hill. Sprinkle in some Waddle. Achane, Hill. Hill.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
And I told you last drive, what did I say? I said you should focus on Achane's receiving yards instead of the other keys you were talking about. They're going to get him the ball, whether it's rushing or passing.
Kincaid's down to 35.5.
Nah, the game script's off, though.
If the Dolphins score a touchdown here, this game is still live.
Yeah.
There's no change in the game script.
True. There's your buddy. Oh, he slipped.
Yeah.
4 yards, though.
All right, so that's going to be the 2-minute warning. Still in business. This is such a huge drive, though, because, if it's 24 to, if the Bills come out on the first drive, it's 31-10. That's a huge difference in 24-14.
True.
This huge drive. This is game deciding drive, or the game script deciding drive.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like game script deciding drive. But yeah, so back real quick to the Chiefs Bengals. If you're back in the Bengals here, it's entirely because of narrative and history. But everything's changed. Where's T. Higgins? Where's Tyler Boyd? Where's Joe Mixon? How good is this defense from years past? Like Joe Burrow's wrist he's always doing this with it. I don't know. Whereas the Chiefs, what do we know about the Chiefs? They're still the Chiefs. They got better on offense. What? I don't know. Well, why would I back the Bengals? Makes no sense. There's nothing to back. You have to at least watch the first quarter and get a sense of what's going to happen. I don't know. So Chiefs, alts. I like the idea. I like it a lot. Pacheco overs maybe with a little Rashishi.
Dude, I guess I didn't notice but James Cook has 3 touchdowns.
He's got 3? I thought he had 2. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, because I just saw a prop open up on FanDuel for James Cook to have 5 touchdowns plus 900, and I'm like, the fuck? That is terrible.
Well, and I will say, by the way, I liked +3 so much when I saw Circa come out with their lines. I almost went to you and said, "Hey, should we consider going and putting our picks
To do what?
to put Bills as one of our 5 picks?"
Oh.
Because the 3 never made sense to me. I understand Dolphins are at home, but it should be like a 1-point spread, like not 3. Because remember, we don't value home field, right? Like nearly as much, especially on a short week Thursday. I don't know, in Miami on a night game. So, how much would you put Miami home field at?
Oh, Miami's got. I mean, besides the weather elements, which obviously is mitigated at it with a night game, is like one of the worst home fields.
Okay, yeah. So it's maybe a point, if not negative points.
It's like a point, sure.
So are Bills Dolphins even as teams, or like at best? Like you wouldn't say Miami's definitely better than the Bills before this game. So why was it +3? Like you said, the only thing that makes sense is people were keying on some kind of Josh Allen hampered something or other.
Mm-hmm. Dude, seriously, Ray Davis is like his price got chopped in half since I started like just talking about him.
Well,
there's something's going on there with Ray Davis.
Ooh, nice run. Another 6 yards down. If they keep running them.
Seriously though, Ray Davis was 40 yards plus 230. Now it's plus 130.
Andrew likes Dallas and
San Francisco
Alts. Who's Dallas playing?
New Orleans.
Maybe.
I think I'd probably like the Saints alt spreads better. Like the Saints win -3.
Yeah, I'd like to watch that Carolina game.
First down.
Here we
Johnny
go.
Smith.
Keep moving.
All right, so Josh Allen rushing yards is down to 22.5.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to run. If they're going to be up, like you said, you might as well wait on the drive, see what happens.
Well, then the price is going to change.
Honestly, Octane receiver overs, I don't know what they're at, but I would consider
They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
You say that, but what's ridiculous? He had 65 receiving yards last week.
Yeah, it's like 150, like -115.
150 receiving yards?
150 rush receiving yards plus 300.
No, I'm just talking about just receiving. Forget rushing at this point.
The game is not over.
No, but as the game script goes on, like they're just going to be in pass mode if they're behind 2 scores.
He's got 9 yards receiving.
Octane?
Yeah. Oh fuck, that was
'cause
terrible.
he just lost.
I hate toss runs.
Well, especially when I don't know. I don't know.
Achane 50 yards receiving is plus 400. He's got 9.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to think Mike McDaniel's maybe a little overrated. Not just from this game, but from last week and the end of last year. I'm wondering if he's a little bit of a product of having the fastest players on the field. Obviously, he's like a decent, good play designer and all that, but
Wait, so what do we think about Achane? I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Achane 50 yards is plus 430.
rushing or receiving?
Receiving.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's one catch that he breaks through. I mean, and he's probably going to catch 2 or 3 more balls.
Over 50 receiving plus 430. Achane over 50 yards receiving plus 430. He's got 9. Down to 410. DVB moving the line.
Woohoo! Those illiquid markets pushing that price, baby. Who's 89? He looks huge.
Come on, get that first. Get it. Bingo.
Bingo is your name, oh. Man, and Tua runs really slow, man. He was
Tua's
plotting out there.
Rush yards was 3.5 yards.
Oof. Will he have a rush?
He doesn't really do that.
He gets sacked a lot.
All right, Josh Allen, 19.5 rushing yards. I like it.
That's pretty good. Now we're in okay, I might bite territory. But again, your game script is still off. Like, why is he ever going to run it?
All right, I'm doing it. Josh Allen, 19.5. Josh Allen, 19.5 rushing yards.
All right, now's the time. You got to do a play down the field. How do people feel at this moment, knowing they faded Josh Allen?
Who faded Josh Allen?
Well, apparently the Sharp community was on the Dolphins tonight.
Well, plenty of time still.
Well, anything can happen.
I mean, come on, dude. You're a sports bettor. Do you think you're calling the game in the second quarter with the Dolphins in the red zone?
Well, I mean, I wanted to bet the Dolphins plus 500. I bet them plus 6.5. I'm just getting value, baby. LLV.
Something is going on with Ray Davis, man.
What do you mean he's going on with him? Are you touching him?
I'm saying the prices are like all over the place with Ray Davis. Somebody knows something.
Maybe he's got intel. Someone's got intel on him.
Tyreek, first down. Get up. Call timeout. Okay, there you go.
They did. They heard you.
Someone's got to say it.
Somebody's got to get him.
Dude, Ray Davis's prices, I'm just saying, like they're jumping all over the place. They don't even have the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Cook can't.
And only his props are the ones bouncing around pricing all over the place. No one else's props are moving.
Well, if you like it, bet it. I don't know.
Well, I need some feedback from somebody.
I have no idea what's going on with Ray Davis.
I have no idea who Ray Davis
Game
is.
script wise, I like the idea of it. They're going to be running the ball, and they could run the ball well apparently. So against this defense and the Cardinals last week.
All right, let's do a pass.
Tua's going to get sacked, and they're not going to get a field goal.
We could bet it. Probably like plus 800.
Shakira. I don't think Shakira's going to get another catch. I remember this happened. Didn't that happen to us fairly often last year where we lead out, guy explodes, and then we're like, crap. We're going to 2 quarters of Laporta Potty not getting a catch to push us over.
Yeah, there's definitely been those types of stories. But that happened. I was hearing somebody bitch about that on the Lions-Rams game with Montgomery. Montgomery got within 2 yards of his over in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't get the over until overtime.
Mm. Yeah. Akane's at 85 yards rushing, dude. If you want Dolphins to score here, come on.
He's got 85 rushing? No.
That's what it says on here. I don't know if that's true. Oh, nice. Out of bounds. That's actually a nice play. The best play I've seen all game from the Dolphins.
No. Achane got 69.
Oh, okay. So, Amazon, your reporting is incorrect. I'm literally looking at the Amazon stats next to the live stream. So whoever the Amazon intern is, I screwed it up. Yeah, I didn't think he was at 85 either. It seems a little high. I bet he confused a catch with a rush play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, unless there was a shovel pass that we thought was a catch that was actually a rush.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
Because remember, they've had a couple.
If I can get over that 100 yards, that's gonna.
Well, maybe. I mean, honestly, do we trust ourselves, or where's your information coming from? Because I'm
FanDuel.
Well, this is Amazon. Who do we trust more?
FanDuel, because they're going to be grading the bets. So.
Yeah, but FanDuel's, I don't know.
I mean, they could change it.
All right. Well, as this half wraps out, what are we looking to potentially key on in the second half? Obviously, it depends what happens in this. If they score here.
I mean, it's got to be Dolphins alts, no? Like alt props.
Yeah.
Hill over. Like, I mean, they're going to be passing.
Octane receiving overs, dude. I'm telling you, keep leaning in.
Well, we got it.
Because you're going to get to a point. I mean, if it's, they're just going to have to chuck the ball soon.
All right, Dolphins 2nd and 3. Don't take a sack. What the fuck?
Oh, that's Tua for you.
They're just going to settle for the field goal, man.
Yep.
It's the... You have... There's 8 seconds left.
They're scared. Well, you'd be scared too if Tua was your quarterback. This isn't Josh Allen. Now, in a game you've given up 24 points in the first half, you kind of want to take this shot and try to see if you can get a score. Especially because you have weapons. You have Tyreek. You have Jalen Waddle.
At least he made it.
You know what this is? I'll tell you right now what this is. This is we do not trust our O-line and Tua to make the right decision on 3rd and 3. That's what this is.
And that speaks volumes.
Yep. The biggest play of the game is one you just watched. And it's not because it's bad coaching. It's because they know our offensive line's crap and Tua cannot handle being pressured.
Dawson Knox is down to half a yard plus 125.
Will he have a catch?
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't bet those over 35s. We were really stupid.
No, that was not even an option.
All right, so 24-10. Bills get the ball.
All right, here we go. Shakir, 80 yards. He's got 42. This is just listen. It is now to 520. I
mean, look, if the game script flips, right? You get a 3-and-out, Dolphins touchdown. It's a 7-point game. That's in play. But the game script has to shift. So are the Dolphins going to correct their defense and find some explosive plays? Excuse me.
I'm doing this. Shakir, over 80, plus 520.
Ooh, Tyreek looks a little hobbled. He looks winded.
This reminds me of the Rice trade from last halftime.
Okay, I dig it. But also, that was a little bit of a closer game, just for context.
Yeah, true. Hill hurt or Hill just a little limpy?
Maybe his ego. Andrew says he's hurt. How hurt is he, Andrew? Can you find that out while we talk about the slate for next week? For this weekend? Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what I tell my little girl.
That's what I tell myself when I wake up.
Because that makes sense. Telling myself that teamwork makes the dream work. Because there's no one there.
Okie dokie.
Should we put up the Circa? Yep, let's do it.
Bring up Circa. If Hill's hurt, then Achane receiving yards. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess we like Achane receiving yards anyway.
I've been saying it since before he got his second catch.
All right, well, let's look at what Achane is at right now for receiving yards. We already have a lot of him.
Actually, I don't think I have him. Let me see.
So he's 50 yards is 490. 40 yards is 250. He's at 9.
I have 27.5 as his base.
Yeah, that's about what FanDuel has it at.
All right, I got over 27.5 receiving yards.
Achane's prices just went down.
Okay, maybe he's injured.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're offline. I'm saying they all just got less attractive.
Oh, okay.
As we talked about it. I mean, you can see the prices on the screen change as we talk about it.
Oh, I see.
What's up, Dan?
I think I'm gonna hedge my Shakir bet. I think I'm gonna go under 59.5. What do you think?
I know.
No.
It's pussy.
But it could hit both. Could hit both.
That is like such a narrow, like, why you, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're trying to thread the needle between 45 and 50?
57.5.
Oh, 57.5.
Yeah, no, I'm not 3 yards. I'm not that big of a pussy.
I mean, you're a conservative guy, so it's very like in line with your decorum.
My bitch self. Oh, it's 59.5, so it's actually higher.
I mean, so if this game gets away, that means the Bills are going to go right down the field and score a touchdown. And it's just going to be all rushing, or is it going to be Shakir getting 25 yards?
Yeah, you're right. This is how I'm going to play it, right? 1 or 2 drives. Obviously, if Shakir gets it, we're good. If he doesn't, the price is still going to be high enough for me to potentially try to go under. We'll see.
Yeah. What about Josh Allen has got 108 yards. His pass, and again, I understand the game script element, but he's at 200 right now.
Who is?
Josh Allen's at 200 passing yards right now.
Okay.
That's his prop, 200.
Oh, well, again, the game script wise, they don't need to throw it.
Well, then we should be leaning into our guy, Ray Allen.
Ray Allen plays football now.
Ray Davis.
Yeah. I mean, you like Ray. Pound him every way you like. Show him who daddy is.
Achane 150 yards blended, okay? Rushing, receiving. 150.
Yeah.
It's plus 490.
Yeah. There's a world he breaks off 170 yards something. I mean, that's within the realm of possibility in the second half. So,
man, really like leaning into a lot of Achane. All right, I'm going to do Achane 150. Well, even more so if Tyreek Hill's banged up.
Yep.
All right. Devin Achane, 150 yards.
All in, plus 550.
That's
pretty good. That's a good number. Because he's at, how many total yards is he at right now?
It's like 90? 78.
Okay.
So he's like halfway there.
Yeah, I mean, but you're also talking
he's halfway there, and we're not betting it at even money. We're betting it at 550.
Well, and you're betting that he has one explosive play, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
A 30, 40 yard or more. Which, again, is very, with him especially, any player in the NFL, him and Tyreek are your, like, they could go for a 70-yarder at any point in any game.
No, hey, I mean, again, an explosive, aggressive Dolphins team in pass mode, desperate. Achane on the screen. Achane plus 150 down to 400.
You moved it. Did you get it in?
I got it at 550.
You moved it. Wow, look how much you moved.
150 points.
Yeah.
It's DVB.
DVB. They're tracking your data. Honestly,
they see that $50 bet come in, and it's like, who just made that?
Ooh.
Oh, hey, who's DVB?
Who's betting those DGen props? Hey, Cypher. All right, so let's pull up the Circa. We got to move quickly.
You don't got to move quickly.
No, the second half will start in 10 minutes.
All right.
If we want to get into the other games. All right, so what do we got here?
Oh, you're right. I mean, Bills closed 3 in Circa.
Yeah.
Look at you telling the truth.
Fuck yeah, that's what I do. All right, so let's just go down real quick. Initial reaction: Raiders, Ravens. Price high or low? Too high or too low?
It's over a touchdown, so I would say definitely like Raiders.
Okay, Chargers, Panthers, and
But also, again, like the one thing I always have to keep in mind is I don't like the Ravens. All right, I don't like Lamar Jackson. I think they're both habitually, structurally overrated. And also, Drive Quality liked the Raiders. Like, there's this like bizarre narrative going around that like the Chargers crushed the Raiders.
That's fair. That's a
Drive
good point.
Quality like says that's not the case at all. Like, they beat him by a field goal.
It's actually a really good point. I dig that. And Lamar couldn't hit the broadside of a barn versus the Chiefs. It was all rushing and big key down stuff.
And obviously the Chiefs are awesome, like one of the best teams in the league. But like the Chiefs left a lot of points on the board there. The Ravens defense was like not impressive.
I like that. You know what? If we're going off market, I'd like to watch that Raiders Chargers game, but
can you?
Yeah, I could do it tomorrow probably.
Yeah, I think that would be a good NFL rewind.
All right, I'll watch that one. All right, so
Chargers. So Raiders is in the back pocket, like as a.
I dig it, and it's gonna be off market. Nobody's gonna want to take the Raiders.
No.
Chargers, Panthers -6. I don't think you can take the Panthers right now.
No, I think you definitely can't take the Chargers because the Chargers didn't even look that good versus ostensibly one of the worst teams in the league. And I just that Panthers Saints games, we've seen this multiple times. There wasn't a lot to like about the Panthers, no doubt about it. But it was one of those games like it got away and it
was a bad game. Yeah.
It
was bad. Yeah. I mean, they basically Panthers technically can't play any worse. And remember, new head coach, Bryce Young, like there a lot's getting figured out. Like, you know, we got to see a little bit more before we write the Panthers off that we know they're going to be bad.
Yeah. And again, that was a division game. Like,
and I think the Saints were maybe a little underrated coming into the season. They had continuity from a top player personnel perspective and head coach, so they are what they are. But continuity helps.
Yeah.
Saints Cowboys +6.5. This feels. I know somebody's on Cowboys alts, but this feels a little high. I mean, are we? I wasn't that high on Cowboys coming into the season. I'm not necessarily high on Saints either, but 6.5 seems like a big gap.
This one's tough because I didn't like either one of these teams coming in.
Yeah.
So for that reason, it's like hard for me to really angle in. Again, same with drive quality. The Cowboys Browns was not as large of a final margin as like the actual final score implied.
Yeah.
So drive quality had that game Cowboys 19 to Browns 16. It was like a weird game script. So it's like the Cowboys didn't necessarily need to keep their foot on the pedal. But the thing is it's very in the Cowboys DNA to keep their foot on the pedal if they can. And they have the talent to really capitalize on doing that. Cowboys love to put their foot on people's throats and make it all about them and win by 30 or 40 points if they can. And they weren't able to do that. And I don't know how much about that Saints-Panthers game was just about the Panthers just being really bad. And again, like the game script just kind of getting away from them. And it's just like a lot of noise. Same thing. Drive quality says the Saints definitively won that game, but it was 21-10 and not, a 30-point win.
Yeah,
so
that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. Good points. Probably don't like either side in this game.
I would lean Saints 6.5. Like,
yeah. It's just,
we're still week 2. And this is the one thing I lament a little bit about our week 1 picks was, we talked a lot about how, we went 2-3 and we talked a lot about like, not buying in to too many narratives that exist because everything is like subject to change, especially early on in the season. So like, why have any like high conviction bet in something that everyone thinks is going to happen? All of which is to say is we took too many favorites with hooks, and those 2 hooks hurt us.
Yeah,
because we lost 2 games by a half point.
Well, the Titans weren't a favorite. That was a good pick.
No, I don't like that one. But the Dolphins at 3.5. And
that was terrible pick. Yeah.
And
that was my bad.
And Texans division game.
I agree.
2.5.
No, that Yeah, the Dolphins was totally the wrong side from the beginning. All right, next game. Bucks Lions plus
Bucks at
7.
7. Wow.
Yeah, this seems well. So, all right, let's think about how this game's.
I don't want to do Bucks though. I don't want to do Bucks.
Well, Lions are going to score a shit ton of points. I think Goff's going to light it up down the field with JMO and Sun God. So you're looking at probably a high scoring game if you think the Bucks are going to cover this. So, food for thought. Colts, Packers. I don't understand why
they really wanting you to take Colts.
And I want to. Why should I not? I mean, the 2.5 screwed us last week with Texans. But that was wonky because of awkward. Why are you going for two too early type shit that screws up the
so maybe this is a gimme, and man, the Colts are going to be very. The other thing, actually, a good observation, and I knew it was like a bad omen, was we had like 4 out of the top 5 consensus picks last week.
Correct. It was a bad omen.
That, especially week 1, you don't want to be on the side of what every other dumb schmuck thinks.
Yeah, correct.
And that was us.
Yeah.
Square sharp last week. It
was very square sharp. But still should have been 3-2 as square sharp. Browns, Jaguars, +3 Browns. This seems weird. Why are the Browns +3? Because they lost to the Cowboys?
4.5?
No, I think it's too high. Why? Like, the Jags are amazing and Browns suck now? I'm just trying to understand where this is, like, why is it +3?
So you're saying you like Browns?
I say these teams coming in, everyone thought the Browns were probably better than the Jaguars. Now all of a sudden, Jags have a 3-point home field advantage? And they're even? Makes no sense.
Well,
the question is,
look very good.
well, that's the question. Drive quality, like, is the defense banged up? Like, obviously Watson struggled, but the game's back on.
Yeah.
Oh, they kicked it off. Hit him.
But yeah, okay. So you're not thinking Jaguars then for sure.
No.
I'm just worried I'm worried about Browns. Like, I don't know how bad they could possibly be.
But is that week 1 overreaction nervous? Like, what are you nervous about? They still have Myles Garrett. They still have weapons. They could still run the ball with a decent offensive line. They couldn't move the ball. They could not move the ball. Yeah, but is that the Browns sucking, or is that like week 1 versus the Cowboys in a tough matchup? I don't know. It just feels like the Browns Cowboys is like prime overreaction both ways week 1 material.
Okay. I feel you.
So, and I admit Jags look pretty good against the Dolphins. So this is coming from someone who's not. This isn't a shit on Jags thing.
Andrew says Njoku might be out. Yeah, he did get banged up there.
He is out. He's out. But Watson doesn't really throw to him anyways. Is that
Kincaid,
Knox?
Or is that is Kincaid 9 yards?
Nice.
Still passing.
Yeah. Shakir, one more, baby.
Okay, Niners, Vikings. Niners at 5.
I mean, I'm not gonna get cute with the Vikings versus the Niners. Not
smart.
like
I think that's smart. Yeah.
It's Niners are off. I liked one of our guys' points. I think Niners ults could be really interesting too.
Yeah.
Definitely see a stopping.
I mean, again, Darnold was on the Niners last year.
Yeah.
And I think it's always like the coaching staff has an advantage. Like, it's like, oh, well, they know Darnold, but Darnold knows them as well. Like, no, like the Niners.
No, Niners know Darnold.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah.
And again, that was a game like where I feel like they should have probably pummeled the Giants more than they actually did.
Mm-hmm. Well, they might have taken the foot off the gas a little bit too.
Sure. Seahawks, Patriots. I kind of like Patriots.
Yeah, it sucks, but I kind of do too. The thing I'll say about the Patriots is they knew what they wanted to do and they did what they wanted to do. So you can say Jared Mayo is a terrible coach and all that stuff, but he did what the team did what they wanted to do. Brissett he's not going to make a lot of mistakes, but he's not going to make a lot of big plays either. So this is like, again, this is like an unders game. Like if you like the Patriots, you might as well bet the under. Is how I would.
Well, it's like the Seahawks are also like mistake prone, and it certainly showed up versus the Broncos.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Seattle, I don't know how good or bad they really are. It's kind of a team I need to kind of see more from. So that's why I'm a little like, ugh.
Yeah, I think they're like totally average. So it's like, all right, 3rd and 8.
All right,
this is big.
Shakir or a punt? That's what I want.
Yes, likewise.
Like, don't throw to Mac Hollins or some BS. Oh, they're taking Shakir out. What the hell? Who are they putting in? Who are they putting in? They took out Shakir, Cook, Hollins, Samuel, Kincaid, Johnson. They just subbed all the good guys out. Shakir's not even in. Coleman.
Dolphins see that. Like, we got to take a timeout.
Did they really take a timeout for that? You're gonna need those 3 timeouts. What are you doing? I'm telling you, man. McDaniel in-game coaching to me is I'm a little scared. Again, it's easy.
No Vic Fangio too this year. So like defense.
Yeah, defense is definitely worse. And then they lost some players. So obviously, as you've seen the last 2 games, remember, Jaguars should have been up 24-7. I think it was.
Yep.
They fumbled Trevor Etienne fumbled at literally the 1-yard line as he's walking across the end zone.
Yeah. Classic Jags, classic Etienne.
Yep.
All right, Jets, Titans.
What's
Titans
line?
+4.
Yeah, I know people hate Will Levis. Can we go back the well again and Titans?
I think we could.
That defense looked really good. I know it's like, oh, Caleb's young and all that stuff, but like, I like this defense coming into the season, and probably the best defensive performance of the week. Like, not like, oh, we got all the turnovers and stuff, but like,
nice.
Yes. Thank you.
And it was MBS, so like,
yep.
That would have been a huge win.
Well, I want a Dolphins touchdown because then I'll feel better about my Shakira bet.
If the Dolphins get a touchdown here, we're right back in this, baby.
Yeah.
And it's an 80-yard Achane catch.
Oof. Give it to me, Daddy. All right, what game's next?
Giants Commanders. I like Giants. This is probably my number 1 pick this week.
I agree. My only question is
I already put $300 on. So like I had an account in Vegas and I didn't have enough time to like go and get the money off.
Yeah, so you just bet.
So rather than just like letting it sit in there, I just like started firing off bets.
Nice.
And I put 300 on Giants.
That's good. That's like that freeing betting strategy. Just, you've already lost it. Just fucking go with your gut. No, I don't know how Washington, weren't they favored by like 3 at one point?
I think it was like 2.5.
I mean, Washington's defense is pretty bad. Maybe the worst in the NFL.
Yeah.
Giants are obviously a terrible team.
And the Giants, see, like, I feel way more confident and like trying to predict a bounce back from the Panthers versus the Giants. Yeah. Like the Panthers, again, it's kind of cute to suggest like, okay, everyone hates the Panthers so much that everyone thinks they're going to be so bad. So like I'd rather be on the other side of that trip.
Yeah.
But the Giants, I felt like actually could surprise some people this season. Didn't happen, obviously didn't show any semblance of it in week 1.
Yeah.
But again, that was a relatively tough defensive game.
Yeah, Brian Flores, a good coach
to play versus. Yeah.
And again, and Danny Dimes is coming back from an injury, so he hasn't played a ton of football. A new receiver with Neighbors, new running back. So
yeah, bounce back. Like I feel more confident in a Giants bounce back this week than a Panthers.
I agree. And Washington's wasn't very good. I mean, their defense was terrible.
No, I mean it was just basically just Jaden Daniels running.
Yeah, and under pressure. Those weren't design runs. His design runs were like 3-yard carries. That was all. That was all scrambling. That's all it was.
Yep.
So
Rams, Cardinals. I don't know if I feel strongly either way in this one.
I didn't watch Rams Lions. I hear it was a pretty good performance. But I hear there's a lot of injuries for the Rams right now because of that game. So
but like, so the Cardinals defense was supposed to be one of the worst in the league, and I think they confirmed that.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think the Cardinals, again, like the offense, you know, it has the capacity to put up points, but you know, the Rams know their offensive line is banged up. The Rams know that they're banged up in general. So they're obviously going to scheme around it. Obviously, McVay is one of the sharpest coaches in the league. Yeah. It's not like it's going to catch them by surprise. So they're going to scheme around having a banged up team, having a banged up offensive line. And that may even work in their favor.
Yeah.
Again, I prefer that setup if you have like a truly mobile quarterback, unlike Stafford. But that's why I just don't feel strongly on either one of these sides, just because Stafford's so good.
No, it makes sense. To me, it's unless there's some information that we get, I'd probably do Rams or off.
I would lean if I had to make a pick, I'm picking Cardinals, but it's ever so slightly.
Yeah, depends on the injuries, and I think Rams have typically owned the Cardinals, I believe. So just like how the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan own the Rams, except that playoff game, typically the Rams take care of the Cardinals. Oh, here's Arcane.
Catch.
Oh, guy fell down. Big run.
15 yards.
Easy peasy.
We're getting there. This is what we wanted.
Well, did I have my? I had my what's his receiving total at?
I think he's probably at like 22 now.
Okay, I need one more catch. Then I'm at 27.5 is my bet.
Oh, he might be there now. Achan. It says 21. He can't have like
21. Yeah, I see 21, yeah.
Okay.
Some big drive for Dolphins.
Huge drive.
They need at least, I mean, obviously a touchdown, but even a field goal would be better than
No. Yeah. I mean, because
Well, because you need to get your offense in rhythm.
Yeah. All right, Bengals Chiefs. Bengals plus 5.5.
No, absolutely.
Sounded like earlier you were saying no.
I would be willing to take Chiefs at minus 5.5.
Interesting. Chiefs just don't cover big spreads. I
don't think that's big. I think it should be at least 6. We're not through the 6 to me. I mean, 5.5. Like, is 5.5 that much different than 4.5?
Steelers Broncos 2.5.
I don't trust either team. Man,
again, it's hard. Bo Nix. I mean, obviously, this is like such a square narrative because this is the de facto. This is the dominant narrative. But Bo Nix didn't look good versus Seahawks, and now he's going to be playing the Steelers, who just really ravaged the Falcons.
God, Tua's terrible.
Fuck, Jesus Christ,
so bad. Well,
now they're definitely going to be in pass mode.
Now they're airing it out.
Jesus Christ.
We should have known this was coming. Tua's little pregame narrative, interview, was pretty telling. He reminds me of? He reminds me a little bit of when Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts. Imagine if Sam Darnold was saved from Adam Gase by Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mostert, Devin Akane, and McDaniels, right? Yeah. Would Darnold be the Tua of his second, third, fourth year, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Darnold got Adam Gase and completely trashed and moved around and then all that. Is Tua really just Sam Darnold 2.0? He's just in a better system. Disguises his weaknesses.
I think Sam Darnold's better.
Well, but that's my point.
Yeah.
Is do we know how bad Tua actually even is? Because he's been disguised. Remember, and think about this. Remember in the offseason, speaking of Brian Flores, He literally, like, Tua was near tears because Brian Flores was like, to his face, "You are terrible. You're bad. I don't know what to do with you. You're so bad. That's why Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to play, because you're not good." And like Tua's like, "I can't deal with it." And then McDaniels comes and is like, "Tua, you're going to be just fine because we're going to give you Tyreek Hill." And he's like, "Okay, please." And then he like looks good enough, gets a big contract. But like,
sure.
I mean, because think about it. A head coach with a new rookie QB, I don't think they're purposefully looking to like demean players and make them feel bad. So if Tua remembers Brian Flores being like, "You suck," I mean, then Brian Flores must have been like, truthfully, "Wow, you're bad, and I don't know how to tell you this in a nice way because you're so bad." And then, you know, here we are. Maybe Brian Flores was right.
Andrew says Tebow 2.0. You don't want to get us started on
Get Tebow out of your mouth. Tebow is a saint.
Well, when Tua has definitely gotten a longer leash than Tebow. I never saw, like,
I know
the Tebow situation is just like I
know.
You literally like win a huge playoff game, throw for 300 yards, make it to the second round, and then you never get another. Like, it's
all because they hated him. I mean, again, he struggled passing. We get it. But like, I don't know. I have opinions. Like Anthony Richards, AR, right? He threw what, 9 completions, overthrew like 3 wide open touchdowns. Like, I mean, he threw 49%. Yeah. Not a great passer yet.
All the alts, the books are getting scared now because the game is getting unwieldy.
Yep.
It's not a lot of props up and open.
14.5. Do we touch it or no?
Nah, I mean, I got my fill. I got my fill.
You got your fill of Dolphins. You're good to lean away. Well, shit. Now my Shakir is dead. Oh, dude, now it's down to 48.5. Are we gonna get a completion? Game script's totally dead.
Well, the pick 6 is.
Yeah, I might get out of this. I'm not gonna lie. Narrative has completely shifted. They closed it. Let's try it.
Now we need that big HN.
Yeah, I still like my HN over.
So much time left, though.
Yeah. I can't get a bet to go through. You son of a bitch.
All right, Tyreek begging for the ball. He's at 62.5.
Well, he's definitely going to get the ball some way or another.
There's Tyreek. There is 8 yards. Tyreek to 68. What's his alt?
Who?
Tyreek Hill alts. And they're still pretty expensive. Tyreek Hill 100 yards plus 290. He's at 23.
Here comes a blitz. Why are you running? I mean, so
the
deep.
Fucking toss plays, man. Why are you tossing?
Well, it's not. They're bringing the pressure. Like, I mean, can he not audible? Like, I don't understand.
The toss, man. Just eliminate the toss. Unless you have like an elite offensive line.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you that this has not been a great game being called by.
It's been terrible. When it wasn't a very good game called last week either by him.
There you go.
Is that Waddle, baby?
Waddle.
We're back in business. Woo! Waddle it. Finally, Tua. Just throw it up to your weapons, dude. Like
this is a key second half to win some of these bets because we're in negative equity in a lot of them.
Well, we just got to double down. I mean, again, the game script though feeds but the game script feeds into our position, so it's not terrible. I mean, they're gonna have to throw the ball and get in the game.
Oh, he's in.
It's a bad throw though.
It was a very bad throw.
Why is he so bad? Like,
Tyreek is all like sweaty.
Well, it's Miami. He's running.
Let's see. I thought he got it.
He's trying to wait for the ball. The ball won't ever get there.
He's in.
Ooh, that's good. Unless his foot was on the line. No, his foot.
That's a bad angle.
It is a bad angle, but it was tight. That was a great catch. Terrible throw, great catch. Poor Tyreek.
That's Wilson, I think.
No, that's right.
That's right.
They're giving Akane a little break.
A little breather. Tyreek, 100 yards plus 410.
That's interesting. I mean, there's still time. If Dolphins can get a rhythm passing and protect Tua, which again doesn't look like it's happening.
What's a Tyreek touchdown?
Akane's back in.
Go!
Oh, there he is. There he is. That's another 15 yards.
Need these H-Chan bets, man. That's gonna save the day.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, again, you're getting these chunks. That's, you're getting up there. You're at what, 85 now, probably, for rushing.
Yep.
All we really need here
is this is why you make alpha bets, is because
Yep.
your ultimate win percentage could be like 25%.
Yeah.
But if you're getting 500s and 200s and 300s, like,
they just need a touchdown here.
yeah, I mean, even if they get a touchdown here, this game is not over.
Oh my dick. Every time he throws it to not Tyreek, not Jalen Waddle.
Dude, they should sign fucking Tannehill, man.
Upgrade. They should convince Fitzpatrick to come back.
No. Oh, Andrew got an H-Chan that hit.
Nice.
Not me.
Good job, Andrew. Well, because you're leveraged up.
Yeah, I'm levered.
When you're levered, I mean, that's the risk. That's why they give you the good price.
Come on, H-Chan.
All right, let's get a Waddle sighting, baby.
Jonnu. It's going to be 3rd and short. It's going to be nasty, man.
That's 2 down territory, so it doesn't matter.
Actually, yeah, you're right. And this is like prime dump off to H-Chan. Just no toss.
Yeah, don't run it. Please stop. Stop.
No, they can run it. They can run it. Just don't toss it.
Yeah. Don't create space for the defense to close the gap. Especially with Tua, you can't afford in this game for him to be behind the sticks. You need him to be in manageable downs.
God damn it. Stuffed. It's big.
God, it's a terrible, terrible run play.
Also, because, I mean, if the Dolphins score here, I mean, Shakir is still right in play.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4th down. I don't think they're going to score. They're going to choke. It's Tua.
All right, let's do this.
Do you trust that he's going to make the right read? I don't.
No.
If Tyreek's not wide open over the middle, then he's going to get sacked.
There you go, baby.
Yeah. Oh, good. Concussion.
Goodbye.
Concussion. He's down. Oh, he's doing the hand thing again. Who's the backup?
Right,
Skylar Thompson. Is he good?
Not. Oh,
Does he like to throw it to Waddle?
no, we're in trouble. Why does this guy get concussed like any hit he takes?
I think it's time for Tua to move on from the NFL. For his own safety. I'm not even saying that as a joke. I mean, I'm kind of saying it as a joke. Oof.
But why is he doing that? That's his fault.
Yeah, because he had the first down.
Oh, and it's DeMar Hamlin that tackled him.
Ooh, wow, that's ironic. Well,
but I mean, no.
I actually
totally clean.
What do we? All right, what do we know about Skylar Thompson? Is he capable?
HN 125 yard rushing for plus 1200? No, not.
Well, not
maybe
now.
rush receive, but like
Not
I mean, they're
game
gonna.
Script. Yeah, game script's kind of dead.
The game script, I wouldn't say it's dead, but I would say it's very vulnerable.
Yeah,
they need to score a touchdown here.
This really sucks. I think I dropped Skylar Thompson in one of my fantasy leagues, like literally earlier today.
Yeah, he's at 92, but like so essentially, I mean, again, obviously you could definitely do it, and I hope it happens because I'm first of all, I'm saying like I wouldn't take it because I'm already levered up on HN as is. And the rush element is, again, he's always going to be susceptible to those big gash explosive plays, but you're just not going to get that many rushes here, especially if they don't score a touchdown. I mean, if they don't score a touchdown here, then it's definitely dead.
Well, the good thing is they have 4 downs now to score a touchdown. So,
but they need to score a touchdown, and then they need to get a Bill stop, and then the HN 125 rush is at least open. So you need to have those things happen. And then maybe it's at least not a for sure dead bet. So, and I understand it's 12 plus 1200. So, I mean, it's not like we're not trying to say, is it likely or not? Obviously, it's not likely, but how likely is it? Tyreek Hill, touchdown plus 430. Is that this drive? Is this the 8th drive? That can't be right.
Oof. Watching some Skylar Thompson dropbacks from the preseason.
4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th drive. The fuck? Tyreek Hill, Devin H. All these dudes are like huge. Tyreek Hill plus 430 touchdown. I'm gonna do it.
Skylar Thompson does not look very. He looks like Tua 2.0.
All right, I got Tyreek Hill touchdown on this drive plus 430. They got four tries.
Yeah.
HN is plus 450 too. I mean, that's not.
Oof. Skylar Thompson. What does he have a thrown interception prop? He looks pretty bad in NFL season.
There's no props for Tyler Thompson. Why didn't they upgrade Cook rushing yards to kill the clock? Possibly, but I liked the Ray guy better.
Yeah.
Just because he was more attractive.
But dude, priced. You know what's interesting? Hamlin was actually gave up at first. He was gonna let Tua go down.
Yeah, I mean you slide.
Tua kept running.
You're already past the first down, like.
Yeah.
Tua's made of glass, and Tua's also just like not very bright.
No. Yeah, I mean, I think
Skylar Thomas just looks shitty.
He looks pretty bad. No, I mean, I'm watching this preseason tape right now. It's not. I'm not liking what I'm seeing, to be honest.
All right, Tyreek Hill, come on, touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
They're gonna run it.
That's one busted play for nothing. That him getting that concussion when he just like got pushed.
Yeah.
Being slammed to the ground, that's a bad one, yeah. But I mean, is Tua out for the year now?
Well, no, he just got a concussion probably.
Yeah, but like you can only have so many concussions
before you die. I don't know.
Pretty much.
Oh,
this
God.
is so terrible. What are you doing? They know you're going to rush it right up the middle.
Yeah.
So if that's what they know you're going to do, then you should not do that.
Oof. Well, McDaniels looks lost.
I'm lost.
I think the Bills are going to win this game.
Do you hear that, Skylar? Take it personal. Come on, Tyreek, right over the middle.
Sack.
Pass interference.
Oh, terrible.
God.
And who is he looking for? Number 0?
Are they going to kick the field goal?
No. You got to go for it.
I mean, you wasted 2 plays.
I mean, again,
I can't watch. You just tell me what happens. Be very detailed in your color. Your color.
I don't need to tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you before it happens.
No,
he's gonna drop back and he's gonna overthrow it again, or he's gonna get sacked. That's what's gonna happen.
All right, tell me play by play.
False start. What? Miami called a timeout. Oh my god. Just bad management. Is there anything to bet? Can we bet against the Dolphins in every category now?
Well, I guess you could bet the under. 56.5. We're at 30-41. It's probably not bad.
Yeah.
56.5 under 56.5.
That Shakir bet, I wasn't able to get in. They closed it off as soon as I put it in.
All right. Are you ready to
What?
do your play-by-play? I'm not going to watch.
All right, here he goes. Skylar Thompson, looking at the play
Be
sheet.
truthful.
Yeah, he's getting behind center, playing some grab ass. Here we go, and shotgun. He's gonna hike the ball. 4 guys rushing, immediately get to him and sack him. Von Miller immediately gets to him.
What the absolute fuck? He hikes the ball there. They sacked him.
It was that fast. Boy, he took a 5-step drop with only 10 yards to throw the ball. I don't know. He obviously doesn't know what he's doing. This looks like a pretty bad backup. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that was the case last year too. I mean, again, this was a team that scored 30, 40 points, and then he would come in and they could barely get like double digits.
When did he play last year?
When Tua was hurt.
He wasn't hurt last year. I thought Tua played the whole year. John, 2 years ago?
Well, it was either last year or I think it was last year too, a couple games.
Maybe? I don't remember.
But if it wasn't last year, then it was the 2 years ago as well.
Ugh.
Sickening. So, is the under in play then?
For the Dolphins, yes. I mean, the Dolphins looked lost on offense before Skylar Thompson came in.
And see, all the Ray Davis props are off the board.
Yeah. All my props are off. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Over under 53. Dolphins team total over under 16.5. Do they get a touchdown?
I mean, I feel like they'll probably get a defensive touchdown before they get an offensive touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, what we could hope for is we get some prevent defense into the fourth quarter, and we get some easy layups for our Waddle Akane dump offs.
Yeah.
Probably our best bet at this point. because the Bills got this one in the bag. All right, let's bring up the other games for this week.
Yeah. Also, we need to talk Survivor. Like, it's even more important.
We'll get Survivor. When's the deadline to submit?
Saturday, same time.
Yeah, that's fine. We have tomorrow. I'm still like working my way through the games. I don't have like strong opinions yet.
I'm just saying, like, Survivor is more important than.
Yeah, we'll get it. There's like 5 games I like. Like, it's fine. It'll be fine. We just got to pick the one that's right for us.
I think, should we do Giants?
So you're gonna pick a bottom 5 team when you don't have to. I'm just saying. If there are no better options, then yeah. But I think there's gonna be better options. And I don't mean like favorites. I just mean like better matchups, better
We'll just
teams.
be so sharp, so sharp.
Yeah, but who gives a shit? We're trying to win it, not be sharp.
That's how you keep good teams in your disposal.
That is true. That's actually a fair point. If you use a bad team and it hits, you just like last week, the main reason I said not to take the Bengals was because at least we can save them. If they are good later in the season, we can save them for another time. So we can yang when the market yangs.
All right, so Bears, Texans, 6.5.
6.5. 6.5 does feel steep. That Bears offense was really had no identity, had no idea what they're doing. Caleb looked a little overwhelmed. Will he improve this week? I don't know. I mean, they should have lost the game probably 20-7. So, special teams, 2 big special teams plays led to 2 touchdowns, and then obviously the Will Levis.
I could just see this sort of game script being like where again the Bears defense keeps them in it, like
maybe
they did last, and like they did a lot often last year. And if you remember, I think the Texans lost to the Panthers, or certainly didn't cover.
Yeah. It's not a, to your point, it's not a great spot to back the Texans on this line. But Mixon's going to be able to run the ball against the Bears defense. I mean, Tony Pollard had success. I don't see why be much different.
Mike McDaniels looks defeated.
I mean, he should. He's coached a terrible game. Again, why are you throwing it to Robbie Anderson down the field? I mean, I don't know. Just
all right. Bills in pass formation. Here's Shakir. That's not Shakir.
That's Kincaid. Come on, Shakir. It's your turn, Shakiri. I told you I called it and you laughed at me, and I told you I should have hedged it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because of the game. Well, no, but it's because the game script was leaning towards this could get out of hand.
Well, it got out of hand also in like not the ways that we thought it would.
Yeah. Pick 6 does it.
I mean, the Dolphins drove right down the field, and then Tua gets knocked out, and he throws a pick 6. Like that's This game is a lot closer if those 2 things don't happen.
True. So what other games did we miss?
And then the only Falcons Eagles, and I like Falcons.
Yeah, I like Falcons too.
I would not be surprised if Falcons win this.
Yeah. My only concern is really with Cousins, like it just doesn't have a lot of strength in his legs yet. Like,
you just played one of the fiercest pass rushes.
True.
And the Eagles do not have that. Unlike
and to your point, I'm actually mad. Part of the reason we stayed off Falcons as our survivor pick, I'm surprised we didn't back the Steelers.
Yeah.
That was for that. Because, I mean, it was such an obvious setup. Steelers front, Kirk can't move, Justin Fields is
Well,
going to get
also,
his
he just historically
yards.
performs poorly in week 1s, 2s anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, what's your top 5 right now?
Let me pull up the thing to look at. Hold on one
I'm gonna say my top 5 right now is Falcons, Giants.
I like those two.
It feels square, but Colts,
Yeah.
Raiders,
Well,
and then probably maybe Niners.
I mean, Chiefs -5.5 at home versus the Bengals, and 49ers -5 on the road at the Vikings. I'm not sure the Bengals are better than the Vikings, and the Chiefs and the 49ers are equal. So why is this line so fucking close? Why is it basically the same line?
For what game?
All right, so let's compare these games. 49ers are -5 on the road at Minnesota. Chiefs are -5.5 at home versus the Bengals. Are the Bengals that much better than the Vikings? At right now, with their injuries and contract situation, all that makes, like, to me, something is off. One of them is off.
Well, it's also because in the DNA of these teams is like the Niners are certainly capable of blowing teams out. Like
Yeah,
the
so are
Chiefs
the
just
Chiefs.
don't do that.
But again, it's 5 points. We're not even talking a touchdown. It's not blowing 5.5 points isn't blowing someone out.
Nice. Dolphins stuffed them.
Nice.
Getting the ball back.
Shakira, not gonna get it. Hurts.
If the Dolphins can get a touchdown in the next 3 minutes, I think you still could get it.
Well, with Tyler Thompson, whatever his name is. What sucks is
into Achane.
What sucks is this game was so clearly going over, and then the injury, and now it's probably going to go under all the high numbers.
Nice. Okay, into the end zone. We're at the 25. This is not a bad setup.
So, all right, real quick. So before I go with my current feelings, what are going to be the biggest pick games? Colts. I think Colts are going to be up there. Top 5. What are the top 5 consensus?
Colts, Niners.
Yeah.
Maybe the Steelers. Maybe even Lions. Even at 7.
Oof. You think? Yeah, because the injuries to the Bucs secondary. That's why, like, I don't think people are going to get back on the Titans. So I'm down with Titans. And I rewatched that game, dude. Levis had a couple bad plays, but he actually wasn't that bad. I mean, he wasn't good, but he wasn't bad. Defense was really good. Oh, God.
Achane.
Oh, 2 yards.
I'll take it.
I don't know what that.
Andrew thinks everyone will love Dallas. Interesting.
At 6.5? That's a big. I don't know. Maybe. Everyone's that high on Dallas now? Just seems weird.
He says Chiefs, Colts, Steelers, Dallas. Well, that's his favorite picks, I think. Not who he
Okay.
thinks is going to be.
I see. Yeah, I agree.
Who will be the most popular?
I agree with Chiefs.
Nice, Achane.
Oh, there we go, baby.
15.
Woo! We're over
business.
the reception.
We'll lose like almost every bet, but if we can get the Achane 550s, like we are in business.
Like I said, what are they doing? They're playing conservative defense now, so we're getting the dump offs.
Where are we at with Achane? 90 yards rushing, 37 receiving, So we still need work, but
I mean, they got 60 yards to get a touchdown. Well, he's out of the game right now. I think Wright's in. Comes the blitz.
pass interference.
Oof. But again, every
At
time
least he's throwing the ball.
yeah, he's got more time than Tua had. It's interesting. But again, as you see, every time they don't throw it to Tyreek Hill or Waddle or Octane, it's a bad play.
Pretty much.
I haven't seen many drag routes, like developing drag routes over the middle with Tyreek. Is Tyreek even
Plus
in
12
it?
and a half also isn't like totally.
Wait, I don't think Tyreek's in the game. Did they bench their best players?
Well, Braxton Berrios is in, so. He can't be given up with 12 and a half minutes.
If you think your quarterback sucks, you would.
TJ Watt's going to hump this. I know that's definitely the narrative. Like, it just seems too
Well,
easy.
yeah, it does. It does. Oh, God.
God damn, that's so bad.
Yeah.
But you have to go for. Okay. Phew. I thought like maybe they were like.
But again, why are they like? Where's the drag route over the middle? Like, I mean, you got three guys that can outrun everybody. Like, just do
That was
this.
like pass interference, though. That legit was pass interference. He was like holding
Yeah.
on to him.
Well, yeah.
God, that was so bad.
Like, I just don't. Berrios. I don't think Tyreek's in.
What the hell is happening?
Off. False start. Oof.
What the fuck was that?
Bad
This
offense.
is masterclass.
Oof. Pretty bad, Dolphins. It's not going to be a good year for the Dolphins. They should be 0-2 after this game.
So you said you underweighted them in the prediction game?
I had the Bills.
Oh, damn. Nice.
I had the Bills 58%.
Damn. Huge outperformance.
And I actually lowered it. I actually had it at 65%.
Look at you.
I mean, I bet it. I bet Bills +3. Oh,
God.
Shakir time. Well, we got our arcane over, our base over for receiving.
No.
I mean, I did.
He's at 37. I need 50.
Well, that seems silly. I got... What'd I get? Over 27.5. Woo.
Well, I think Andrew hit the over 27.5 or something like that.
Ooh,
well.
This is good. Are the Dolphins going to get over 10.5 points? Yeah, you can't bet it because they're too explosive. One catch by Tyreek late or Akane, and it's touchdown.
Let's see. I could see them taking out them now.
Yeah, it's true. What about Bills minus 23.5?
What are they? What are they now?
20. They're up 21. Do they get points here? They're in field goal range, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Total. We're at 41. Actually, I like under 48.5. How many scores are we gonna get?
Well, if they score here, basically it's will the Dolphins get a touchdown in this game because the assumption is Bills are going to score.
True.
So will the Dolphins get a touchdown or not is the question. But I mean, obviously the Bills can get more than.
I don't think they're gonna get a touchdown.
Yeah, but the Bills can score 2. They could score 2 scores.
Yeah. So totals. So Dolphins, 10.5. That's minus 148. So juiced fuckers.
Team total.
How much time we got? 11.5 minutes.
Basically, 2 more drives for the Dolphins at least.
I think it really comes down to are they going to take out Hill and Achane?
Yeah, I think.
Is it just going to be Braxton Berrios and Jonnu Smith?
And Wright.
Then I think they don't score a touchdown then.
Yeah.
Ooh, total touchdowns scored under 5.5 plus 210. So that's just saying no touchdowns. Bills get some field goals and shit.
Yeah, but they might punch it in right now.
Why though? Why? Like, we'll just run it.
Yeah, and they might run it in. Dolphins have a shit defense. Can't stop the run. Just saying, they're like. I think it's more likely Bills score another touchdown than the Dolphins. Even though we all know what the Bills are going to do.
All right, let's see here. What about touchdowns? Come on, Bills 9th to score a touchdown. James Cook plus 1,500. Ray Davis touchdown on this drive plus 2,200.
Oh well, that sounds good because he's Cook's benched.
All right, 25. I got 25 to win 550 on Ray Davis to score a touchdown on this drive.
Well, they're definitely gonna run it. He got 4 yards.
25 to win 550 is.
It's not terrible. I like it. I mean. I don't know what I'm going to do. McDaniel looks very lost.
It's just so annoying when you got a good game set up and it just gets away.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. Well, and especially with how it happened, it's, kind of a little bit fluky turnovers. It's the Bills defense and Tua's fault, but
I think you're still in play for a little Shaqiri.
Yeah, I have a 3rd down chance to get a pass.
All right, so Ray Davis touchdown could save my night, and Achane can still save my night.
Yeah,
if he's playing.
Well, yeah, one or the other is what you want.
I think I do want to do total Bills, or Dolphins totals under. That's minus 174 though.
Oof, no, bad price.
No,
it's a bad price. Again, the Bills could also start putting in their backups. Just be like a preseason ending.
Yeah.
Remember, there are some, Wright's explosive. Like, here's your buddy Ray. All right, 3rd and 7. Do they run it and punt, or do they throw it? I think they're going to run it.
Ray Davis, you suck, man. Break it off. Put the nail in the coffin.
They're bringing in Ty Johnson.
Kincaid's still in there.
Good.
Shakir's in there.
Why does Kincaid have that neck brace?
All right, come on, Shakir.
Shakir's way down there. He's not getting the ball. They're going to go to Kincaid.
Shakir!
Woo! Woo! Shakira. But dude, I would have middled. Beautiful. Can't believe they threw it to him. I don't know why. I would never.
They're down.
Yeah, but you could just throw it to number 1 over the middle. Easier throw. I like it. He likes Shakir. It's actually a good sign. Josh Allen likes Shakir.
Yeah.
I think that's his number 1 guy besides Kincaid.
When in fact, that's a stat to look at specifically in high leverage situations. Who's being targeted?
That was Shakir because number 1, I think it was just Ty Johnson. Who's number 1? That was Samuel. He was wide. He was open and an easier pass over the middle. And you might get your touchdown here, dude. Because they're gonna run it.
It'll be close.
They're probably gonna run it 3 times in a row.
It definitely looks like it's all Ray Davis. That's for sure.
Yep. It's set up nicely. Can he break one?
Yeah, he needs to break it.
Touchdown.
I'm surprised they still have Josh Allen then.
Yeah. You know what the Bills should do? I think they should trade for Devontae Adams. Nope, you're not going to get it.
That was terrible.
They might get Josh throwing it some more. Or run it and kick the field goal.
Okay, so Shakir over 40. Oh, I got the Shakir over 80. I forgot.
Yeah, you took the big one.
Shakir, he's at 54. Where are we on the field right now? Can he get 80?
No. I mean, he gets a touchdown here, but they're not going to throw it. I think they're going to just hand it off.
Okay, so if he gets a touchdown here, it'll go over 80. Another 5 yards. So now we'll clearly get it. Shakir, touchdown.
I will pray for you.
Or Ray Davis.
Well, you could get a dump off to Ray Davis here, and he jukes a guy and gets in the end zone.
Yeah,
that's a way. I think he's going to
I
throw.
wonder if they could share a touchdown.
I think he's going to look for Kincaid over the middle.
Again, it's 3rd and 11. You're up 31-10. Just go to the end zone. You're not trying to extend this drive.
I agree.
Go to the end zone.
I agree. That's what I would do.
I think that's what he's saying right now, too. He's like, I'm going to the end zone. All right, so I'm going to the end zone. So I'm going to the end zone. End zone.
Yeah.
All right, Shakira.
Catch my ball.
All right, where's Shakira?
Kincaid's over there.
Shakira, yes, Shakira is in slot. End zone. End zone. End zone!
Oh, you got the end zone look.
Well, I mean, it was like end zone-ish.
To Coleman. Good try.
All right, A-Chan's still alive.
If he's
Right,
playing.
so what are you thinking for Survivor, though?
Let me look at the teams again. Hold on. I gotta look at my sheet, actually. Hold on 1 second.
Actually, did you tell me your 5?
No.
I'm doing Falcons, Giants.
I like Titans because it's not going to be high picked like it was last week. It's going to be off market. I shanked it. Dolphins have hope. Going back to the well with Titans.
The 12.5. We need 2 scores. But...
So, all right, I'm going to go with Chiefs. Yeah, I know it's going to be square. Titans off market. I don't think anybody wants to take the Giants, so I'm down.
Why do you dislike the Bengals so much?
No,
you're not expecting any sort of bounce back.
Okay, before I saw the line, I was heavily wanting the Chiefs. Then I saw the line and was like, "Oh, now I definitely want the Chiefs."
So what do you think it was going to be? 7?
Yeah, closer to at least 6.5. 5.5 is like a gift.
You just know it's like I'm not saying no. But I'm just saying this is like classic, like Bengals look like shit, lose to the worst team in the NFL, and then come back and like beat the Chiefs.
But again, what you just said is all narrative. Like, who's to say that's this year? Did you watch the Chiefs?
It's every year. It's every year. This happens every year.
Of course, but not with the Bengals. The Chiefs, it does. I do agree with that. But I don't know. Just all the fundamentals are like way overboard in this matchup. This isn't just like, oh, Chiefs are great, Bengals suck. The whole Chase contract shit, T. Higgins shit, like.
So T. Higgins is missing this for sure?
I don't know, but I mean that's something to key on. But they don't have Mixon.
I don't know, but that's important.
No, but their backs are Their backs have changed over for Mixon. Burrow is like messing with his wrist a lot. They don't have weapons outside of Chase right now. It's just not.
Says Higgins trending towards not playing.
Yeah, it's not good. And again, the Chiefs are like, if the Chiefs went undefeated this season, would you be shocked? Like, yes. I mean, like, yes, but I'm saying,
I would be very shocked.
I would be too. But like, they are clearly better this year than they were last year, assuming healthy. I mean, just 5.5 short. To me, this line gives too much credit to a Bengals team. We don't know how bad they might be. We don't know that they're good. They're without missing, with missing T. Higgins and this changeover with Tyler Boyd and Mixon, and like their defense is a little worse. I mean, this team could be bad. So why are they getting the benefit of the doubt versus the Chiefs? That makes no sense to me.
Again, just the one thing I know, like the Chiefs are good and are better.
Yeah.
It's just
about maybe stay off it, but it's Chiefs or
nice. Okay, Achane is still in. Like it looks like Hill and stuff is out, but Achane is still in.
Okay,
nice. I like that.
Maybe Waddle's still in. Hill they'll take out, but
okay. So Chiefs. Is that your number one pick?
I mean, well, it's hard this week. I mean, straight fundamentals at 5.5, I would say Chiefs like feels like a slam dunk. Like, again, based on the variables between these two teams.
Dump it off to Achane. Achane wants to eat. Achane wants to feed me. Achane wants to save my night. So let him. Now Achane's not in.
Yep. Yeah, they took out all of our guys. All the scrubs are in.
God damn it.
Yeah. Oh, Falcons. Yeah, I do like Falcons. Falcons, Chiefs, Titans.
3rd and 14.
There's Achane. There. I get it.
Oh, baby!
Hey, look, that was close.
That was it.
That was your 80-yard touchdown. I told you this is how fast it can happen. Well, I mean, how close are you now? Because that was still 20 yards.
Nice. He's over the 50, plus 550. Bang!
Boop.
He's got 90, so we're 7 yards away from 2 550 cashes.
Ooh. Good.
He's still in.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. There it is. Nice hole. There he is. 8 yards, 6 yards.
So close.
One more play. I don't know why they have Achane still in, to be honest.
Andrew likes Seattle in week 3 versus Miami. Miami is terrible with Skylar Thompson. That's for sure.
Yes, that is.
Come on, Achane. Feed me.
They're gonna have to play games where they could run against the team.
He's still in.
Dump it. He's open. Dump it. Get it right there. What a catch! God dang, that was beautiful. Are you over again?
That's over.
What'd I tell you? I told you his catches, dude.
Although actually now I'm still in. I still have Achane 100 yards plus 550.
Ooh.
So I could get 3 500 bets.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, dude.
Love you, Achan.
Wait, what is he at? I have 96
He's
yards
96.
rush.
96.
No, they took him out. Wrightson.
Dude, you know these guys are stats guys. I mean, you think he wants to get over 100.
Well, they took him out. They're not bringing him back.
Yeah, they're giving him a breather. I mean, he just got him 50 yards on the field.
He's done. They're not going to play him again.
I think they will.
No.
You don't put Achan in to get you down the field to then get in the red zone and be like, all right, that's a night. If you're still using him, then you're still using him.
You can believe in miracles, but I guarantee you he's done. I mean, you just got 2 of them. Pretty good.
I'm greedy.
Wait, where is my... Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Do you think the Dolphins just like kick a field goal here too, like just to get points?
No, there's no point. They've already shown a penchant to just go for the touchdown.
Because over 41.5 is plus 102.
No, there's literally no reason to kick a field goal, and they've already showed it now for the last quarter and a half. There's 0 chance they're going to kick a field goal.
But what if it's like 4th and 18?
They're not going to kick a field goal. They're going to go for it. I'm just telling you, 100% they'll go for it. They've already shown that they'll do it. It's not guessing. They literally will do nothing for you to kick a field goal. Might as well just kneel. Green Bay. I got to look a little deeper, but I'm not I know you're a little more scared of the Chargers. Chargers are going to be a better coach team, have the better quarterback. I mean, Chargers over Panthers. It's probably going to be a popular pick, though. Every week, fading the Panthers is going to be a popular pick.
People are going to be like a little bit afraid of that big number.
I mean, for Survivor?
Oh, for Survivor.
Sorry, I was talking about Survivor.
Oh, no. Chargers are definitely going to be popular, yes.
I don't love that.
I would say Chargers on the road going across the country. Like, fuck that. That's just like, this is how you lose Survivor. You
are right. I do agree with you. Then honestly, the best choice, I got to look at their schedule for the rest of the year. And what about Indianapolis at Green Bay? How much do you hate Malik Willis?
I think I like Colts.
Yeah. I mean, all right. So as bad as the Colts,
also it's a good game to pick where you don't really probably aren't going to want them. Like, especially if AR gets hurt, like.
Yeah, you want to use them earlier. So let's look at their schedule. They got Chicago next week, healthy, probably not. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Miami, Houston, Minnesota, Buffalo, Jets, Detroit, and then New England week 13. And that's at New England. Oh, there we go.
HN time.
I mean, the best bets for the Colts are at New England and at Denver, at the Giants. All road games late in the season. Week 13, 15, and 17.
And they're probably not going to have AR.
And it's all in the cold. So New England, Denver, New York.
Again, this is just the classic setup of first-time starting quarterback, wins, covers game. There's like a weird scheme. AR can certainly be turnover prone on the road still, on grass. So is he going to be like as crafty on grass as he is like, in dome?
Yeah, so I don't really see a place other than, barring injury setups, where it's going to make a ton of sense to back the Colts, especially with AR and his inconsistencies. And Malik Willis was so bad that the Titans didn't want him as their backup.
Yeah.
So put that in context.
But
what
the
I just
Packers
said.
did.
Okay, but they don't know any better. That there's more alpha from the Titans because they watched him for 2 years. They tried to develop him. They gave him a chance to actually potentially be the starter at one point. And they go, meh. Let's trade him. So
hurry up and score, Dolphins. I want to see this Dolphins score, get an onside kick, and then score again and cover the 12.
So think of it like this: if you are Will Levis's backup, how bad are you? And you're young. It's not like an old backup. It's like, again, they drafted him to see if he could start. He's probably not very good. And that Colts offense.
So can you think back in your history of betting?
In my history, yes.
Again, we know all of this. First time starting quarterback, comes in, wins the game, covers. Everyone hates the backup quarterback. Who was the last really bad quarterback who did that?
Well, it depends who you frame as bad, because in spots they're good. I don't think Malik Willis has ever had a good game, and he had some starts.
The thing is that he is athletic at least, and he can run.
Is
and,
he? How athletic? So is AR.
He's very athletic. He's very athletic.
So the Colts defense was a concern versus the Texans.
So here's a great example. Again, this is 2.5. It's not 6.5 or 8.5 what it was. But the Titans covered and I think beat the Chiefs or something like that with Malik Willis.
True.
Damn. Didn't get the A-Chan 100. That'd have been sick.
Arcane.
Okay, but cash, A-Chan over 50 plus 430. A-Chan over 150 rush receive plus 550.
Nice.
Cash, Shakir over 45.5.
Yep.
And lose everything else.
It's probably about even. Yeah, and we had the Bills.
I should be plus money. I mean, I won over 10
bets.
units.
Yeah.
And all my other bets were all just they're just ones or
One-offs.
halves or quarters.
Yeah, that's fair. There's Mitch Trubisky. He's back.
Is Shakir in?
No.
Get over 80 for the 520.
Actually, you might get a Ray Davis run break off.
Ooh, a Ray Davis break off. That'd be sick.
80-yard break off to close the game.
Another 5 plus 550 cash. Oh no, that's plus 2,200.
Ooh, that would be sweet.
It's 25 to win $5,000 or 500. But no, I think again, the survivor is this is what we need to do, Zach, this year, is never get caught in the very popular blow up game. I literally would rather lose this week picking the Giants, and there's one person who picked the Giants, and it's us, and we lost. And because that's how you win. That's how you win.
100%. I fully agree with you. I'm with you. I don't give a shit if we lose, because
we're gonna lose. So let's lose with glory.
Yeah. If we pick the Chargers,
imagine losing with losing how'd you lose? Bengals, everyone else.
For the third year.
What the fuck were you doing? It's just a donation.
Yeah.
Because that was your strategy all season?
Oh, everyone's on the Bengals. Should we take them? Yeah. And again, and especially to your point. Here, let me reframe this though. The benefit of doing this, and I've heard someone talk, maybe it was Fezzik talking about this. The benefit of taking alt teams early is it frees us up to have those better teams throughout later in the season when no one else is going to have them.
Yeah.
So if the season goes
everyone
wrong,
else has to make very tough choices.
Exactly. Or choices that we know they're going to make, and there's taking
subject to blow up. Yeah.
But because they don't have another option. We'll have the Bengals. So real quick, as an example. So we still have the Bengals, right? Well, guess what? Week 3, let's say T. Higgins is back. They look good versus KC. They play Washington at home.
Oh, nice setup. That's a beautiful setup.
Oh, and guess what? Week 4, they play at Carolina. Maybe, right? They play week 6 at the Giants. Okay, so
a lot of good places. Yeah. So picking the Bengals week 1 just for that reason alone was bad.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good opportunities.
Yeah, early in the season. And so that lets us pivot off of, everyone's going to pick Atlanta over Carolina week 6. It's a division game. I don't want to do that. Yeah. I'd rather take Cincinnati versus the Giants. You know what I'm saying? As an example. So.
Yeah, so I think what's just really tricky here is, again, I legitimately like the Giants even as a survivor pick. Colts is available. Again, Chargers, it's just really about like how bad. See, this is the other thing is why I think I probably want to avoid Chargers. Yeah. Is remember, Panthers were a top 5 consensus pick in Circa last year.
Ooh.
I mean, last week.
Yeah. Ooh, here he goes. Oh, 12-yard run.
Just let him break it. But see, this is why I do those Davis props.
Yeah.
We're good. Is that any sort of, again, like lagging signal of like, there was a lot of people who thought the Panthers would be better than expected. They have one blow up game, gets away from them. Now all of a sudden that theory is like completely thrown out. And now they are for sure again the worst team.
Yeah.
Like maybe they are a little bit better than people expected and just didn't show up week 1.
That's completely fair. Because we've seen good teams have shit week 1s get blown out and then like win 10 games.
Yeah.
We know the Panthers aren't that, but if
remember
they
the
are,
Packers lost by like the Saints just by like 30.
Oh yeah, and then they went to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah,
it happens. And again, especially week 1, because if you're just not ready, and again, young team, new coach, new players, like just versus a team that has cohesion.
Also, I just feel like Harbaugh is actually the type of coach that like coaches like the game's gonna be close.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're not gonna blow this team out today.
No, because again, they're gonna want to be still run heavy. Like
a lot of Dobbins.
The Chargers are not explosive.
No,
I mean, they got a couple explosive plays because J.K. Dobbins like broke off like a couple. But again, like an explosive team that runs is like not nearly as dangerous.
Well, what's the market's favorite picks this week? It's going to be Chargers are number 1. Makes sense. I think Colts will probably be top 3, top 4.
I think Ravens.
Oh, Ravens.
Ravens or Chargers.
Well, but the problem is Ravens are a Christmas team.
I know, but people are stupid.
Yeah, but well, no. Actually, it might be worth taking Ravens. Actually, hold on a sec.
No, I don't like Ravens.
Why? Versus the Raiders?
I just don't like first of all, we like Raiders +8. So we're really
you like Raiders +8. I don't like either team, but I mean Baltimore is not going to have a 10-day layoff, and because again you understand what the Ravens are. They don't have to do a lot to win because of how Lamar is and how they run the offense. That's why they always win 10 games. It's just like shitty teams. If they get a little bit of a lead early, it's like they're just going to pull away and win.
All right, so what's the Ravens? Where else would you pick the Ravens if you don't pick them this week?
Well, originally they're a Christmas team, so the Christmas teams are Baltimore at Houston. Probably not going to pick Baltimore on the road at Houston. Chicago, Seattle, and KC, Pittsburgh. So those are your
like Chiefs. Saving Chiefs for that game is the.
You kind of have to save the Chiefs, and you probably want to have Seattle or Chicago as an option.
Correct.
You're not going to choose Baltimore, Houston unless there's an injury.
And I would probably lean Texans.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd rather Texans.
And honestly, even if Stroud was hurt, this team's pretty loaded with talent, and David Mills is like capable. Yeah. I wouldn't auto.
So besides that, where else would you pick Ravens then?
All right,
because again, the Ravens is a type of team that we don't want to just like leave in the chamber.
Of course. Ravens, Philadelphia, Giants, Pittsburgh. Play at Giants week 15. Denver week 9. Washington
Where?
Washington home. Home versus Washington, week 6.
What other games week 9 is there?
Well, I prefer the week 6 one versus Washington at home.
That's probably the best spot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's their best one. Other games, Atlanta at Carolina, you're not going to do. Cincinnati at Giants.
That's dangerous.
Houston at New England. But if you want to save Houston for Christmas,
yeah,
probably don't want to do that. It's going to be harder
so
this year.
Ravens week 6. Do you want to do Ravens week 6?
Yeah. It's either this week or week 6.
I'd much rather do because that's like a kind of like a pseudo rivalry game too.
Oh yeah, and Ravens are at home.
Yeah, Ravens love to like kick the shit out of Washington.
I will say though, it's coming off a game at Cincinnati, so if that's always a competitive. I don't know if that has any bearing. And Jaden Daniels,
I think the Ravens defense will be like properly prepared for running Jaden Daniels because they have to face LJ all the time.
Yeah.
And Washington's just a bad defense, so it doesn't matter.
Well, and again, Baltimore coming off that loss, they're obviously like not going to lose any focus for the week coming in this game.
Again, I just don't know how. Like again, this is making a lot of assumptions.
Yeah. About what?
And I don't know how bad the Raiders really are yet.
Well, but
you really want to go down with Gardner Minshew? Gardner Minshew puts you in your grave again.
Well, to me, it's Ravens are. We know what the Ravens are, though. I'm confident that we know what the Ravens are. More so than I'm confident that I know what the Raiders are.
Yeah, but we need to know both.
Yeah. Well, we know the Raiders aren't great. They're a below average team at best. So, I mean, that's essentially what you're leaning into. And Baltimore's at home. I mean, it's going to be a tough game for the Raiders to win. It's just going to be, it's going to be very fluky if they win. So, back-to-back -8 favorites going down. Maybe.
Yep.
But again,
I can see, what's his name? What's the big white dude for the Raiders? Crosby,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of pressure when it's a scrambling quarterback that can run.
Yeah, big A-Chain Cassius. Thanks for joining, Andrew. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
OG. We'll remember Andrew when things really break out. This Portfolio Kings becomes unicorn.
Unicorn. Well, I think I made $20.
What about 49ers?
Okay.
They're like a Christmas teamo or something, right?
No, they're nothing. So
Okay.
we can use them whenever we want. Though I don't like. I hate to lose a Sam Darnold. That would crush my spirit.
Eagles covered? Nah, I think Philly. I think Falcons are going to cover. Sorry, Andrew, but we'll.
Yeah, no, I think that game could be a toss-up. I don't want to touch that. If I'm gonna do that, I'd rather do Colts or Giants. Fuck it. I mean, San Francisco plays New England at home week 4. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Also, they're obviously going to be like the most popular pick.
Correct. But, I mean, there are weeks you're going to have the most popular pick. It's not like you just want to make sure you're picking your spots for when you want to have the most popular pick. 3, 4, 5 times, maybe max. Like, it's going to happen. You can't avoid it. Like KC for Thanksgiving. Like, just like last year, I think I remember when I was looking at it.
Well, that's different when you only have
like
3 games to pick from. So,
yeah, but on certain weeks, most of the markets.
Right, so where else would you pick Niners, if not that week?
You could pick them a lot of places.
I mean, that week.
Yeah, actually, honestly, you probably want to pick them week 4. They play
There's
Arizona.
no other better options.
Yeah, it's not really good options.
Okay, fine, we'll see.
Yeah, Arizona. They play New England, Arizona back to back, but division game. Kyler Murray probably not a good idea. Chicago at home, week 14. Chicago's got a good enough defense that I don't want to like play against Chicago too often unless it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Detroit, Arizona.
So I think it's Giants or Colts. I think it's Giants or Colts.
And so we said Baltimore we're going to save for week 6. I like
Seahawks could probably be popular too. Like I don't know if there's going to be a game that's like super dominant this week because there's like enough to go around.
Yeah, it's going to be split between Baltimore. I think we're going to see some Indy in the top 3, top 4. Chargers, obviously. And you're going to have weeks too where all the favorites win, like but I guess my only concern with the Colts is like, why is the line so low? I would have expected to be a little higher.
Yeah.
That makes me a little like, are we missing something?
Well, it's just like, I guess, Matt LaFleur game planning and scheming and
10 days to plan for a quarterback who also can't throw very well.
Yeah.
If they can stop the run, they have 10 days to figure out how to stop Jonathan Taylor and AR. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe I don't like the Colts.
The line is definitely suspicious.
Yeah. Well, if we save the Colts, Chicago week 3 at home. That's interesting.
Nah. I don't think you want to play Colts like versus a tough defense.
Well, and your Colts you're probably saving to the end of the season, like playing at the Giants week 17. There's not a lot there.
So there's no other Colts. Then for that reason, maybe we do Colts.
There's Chicago, Pittsburgh.
Maybe the 2.5 also will keep people off the Colts, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if we're Chicago, Pitt, Jacks, Tennessee, Miami, Houston, Minnesota. Well, so Saquon ended up having success against the Packers defense. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to have potentially could have a lot of success also. So. And also, I was low on the Packers coming into the season before Love got hurt. The market seems to still love the Packers.
Same.
I don't. So let's run it with what we believe in. I think the market is too high on the Packers from the beginning.
So you like Colts more than Giants?
Fundamentally, yes.
So this is also the angle, because again we do think that the popularity is going to be spread out, but the Colts will be like a top 3 pick, I'll say.
Probably, yeah. 4.
Obviously, the Giants are not going to be that.
No, nobody's. But that's the thing is why they made a good point. Some dudes made a good point though. Kind of like what, like if you don't have to pick the worst 5 teams in the NFL, why pick
it's because I feel like if there's a good time to take them, it's now. And also,
but there's no good time to take the worst team in the NFL.
The popular games this week, I think, are vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Ravens is vulnerable. I think Chargers is lukewarm, and Colts is on the fence. I don't know. The Ravens are not the Bengals. So if you put it in context, right? Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, Ravens. Ravens are not in the internal turmoil that the Bengals are, and they've had 10 days to prepare for this game. I mean, Lamar has to get hurt, I think, for Ravens to have a bad showing and lose. So. $9.90. Oh. Excuse me.
What is this game?
All right. I'm going to have to go here.
All right. Well, it was a good one. Game got away from us, but cashed some good ones. Where are you at P&L wise?
For the night?
Yeah, just so you won a secure one. You won your Bills bets.
Yeah, but I lost my +6.5 Dolphins and my Waddle over. So I basically, I think I made $20.
Oh, okay.
Basically broke even.
Hey, you got your Starbucks coffee.
The juicy alts do not appear on my sportsbook.
Sure.
So I can't I can only get Arcane.
Look it up on FanDuel though, at least just to see them. That would be helpful.
I can, but I can't bet it, so I get sad.
Yeah, but it's still good to, offer those to the viewers and not ride blind.
Well, the viewers aren't going to pay my bills by me betting
one day.
Winning $20.
Dude, by the end of our game trades, not last season, but the season before when we were doing them religiously, we were making $75 an episode.
Nice. Well, you're doing them on Sundays too.
True.
Which is a little more volatile and violent and sexy.
Yeah. Alrighty. I think we're in a good place though.
All right.
Let's close the bell. See you next week.
Bye.